Hi, gamers. Hello. Hi, everybody. Hello, Loon. Hello, Kato. Hello, hello, hello. Hope everyone is having a splendid Tuesday night. My tracking is a little high. It's a little high up. I had a feeling, but I wasn't going to say anything. There we go. That's more like it. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier. Actually, it's not. I'm lying. How does that feel? How does it feel to be lied to? Anyway, yeah. Hi, everybody. Sorry we're a little bit late. First of all, this stream is a little bit later than usual because I knew I was going to have some busy stuff going on today. Basically, very sad news. Not sad news. It's not sad anymore. Mom knew had to go to the hospital yesterday. She felt a little dizzy and her blood pressure was high. So I drove her. I took off from work early. Went to the hospital with her. She's doing much better now. She's been discharged and she's back home. But I had to pick her up today. And I had a feeling this would happen, so I scheduled a stream about an hour later. What I did not expect was her to say, "Hey Newt, come pick me up." It's what? It was around like 4:45. "Hey Newt, come pick me up. I'm being discharged." So I drive her to the hospital. The hospital is maybe like 10 minutes away. And like, I give her a call when I'm right around the corner. I'm like, "I'm right around the corner. Do you want me to go to the emergency room entrance where I dropped you off, or do you want me to come to the main entrance?" Like, you know, we're still waiting on the chair, right? We have to wait for an escort to bring her down. They won't let you leave just walking out of the hospital. They have to bring you out in a wheelchair, right? Anyway, wheelchair is taking ages to come. In the end, I think I ended up waiting about an hour and 20 minutes. Waiting for Mama to get this chair. We ended up going home around like 6 o'clock. I was there, or I started, waiting around like, I don't know, Maybe it was even closer. Like I have no clue. It was a long fucking time, let me tell you. So I immediately came home and I started making dinner because I had to eat before I started stream, because we had a late stream and I was going to get off stream late, whatever. You get the drill. Anywho, it really was quite the wait. I had lots of time to sit and watch TikToks and watch YouTube, which is great. Where I get to read up on all the news today, everybody, all the VTuber news. Have you guys been keeping up with the VTuber news today? Some big stuff happened. Big stuff. Iron Mouse is now the most subscribed to Twitch channel on all of Twitch. All right. Very fun. What I was very interested in, though, was the response, right? Obviously, that is a wonderful milestone, and everyone should be happy about it, right? She raised, just rough estimate, rough estimate, $500,000 for charity, right? That's incredible, right? $500,000 for charity. And then, like, you know, she gets this title, you know, hard work pays off, blah, blah, whatever. Everyone should be, you know, have a nice, happy day. Except if your name is, well, except if your name is Aiden Ross, or if you're a fan of Kai Cenat. Then, well, I should preface that. Unless your name is Aiden Ross, or unless you're a fan of Kai Cenat under the age of like 15. Because Aiden Ross immediately sees a picture of Iron Mouse from, like, I don't know, a Dexterdo post. And is like, who the fuck is this? The fuck is an Iron Mouse? And this happens every single time Iron Mouse wins or achieves anything, which is insane. I remember this happened for Streamer of the Year. This happened for Streamer of the Year again when she got it twice. This happened when she, like, I don't even know what, well, she had, this happened, you know, recently, right? So, like, she's winning all these awards and getting all these accolades, and still people are like, oh, I don't know who she is. Then come out all the accusations. Okay, she's a 30-year-old neckbeard, 300-pound man living in his mom's basement. She's AI. She's, you know, I don't know, a Coomer. She's Coomer bait, right? And pretty much what ended up happening is, this is a lot of, Aiden Ross says a lot of this stuff on stream. Then people come in his chat and they say, oh, Iron Mouse is raising money for the Immunodeficiency Foundation. It's a charity stream, and they're actually immunodeficient themselves. They're actually bedridden. And he's like, oh, well, congratulations, really great work. And then immediately backpedals. All of his fans in the comments of that post were like, we're never getting unbanned. I'm like, and that's a good thing. Okay. On to the Kai fans. The backpedaling is it really is. It makes it worse. It really makes it worse because it shows how, like, you know, disingenuous it was. High tech. Hello, everybody. Hello. Then the Kai fans are like, well, it doesn't matter. Kai's just gonna, you know, do another subathon. He's gonna get the record back. I'm like, I don't think you understand the point, like, what's going on, right? First of all, of course, the Iron Mouse who, right? Iron Mouse who, blah, 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 whatever. Coomer bait, AI, anime girl, the usual. But then one thing that I saw that was funny is someone said, if Kai wants to get the record back, he's going to have to do a hell of a charity stream, right? A common response by fans of, fans of Kai was that he doesn't have to do a charity stream. He doesn't need the crutch of a charity stream to get the record. He also doesn't have to do it during September when subs are cheaper, right? A lot of people said Iron Mouse was a scam for doing the charity stream during September. They said she might not even give the money to charity anyway. Again, completely baseless claims. Long story short, I think what the people don't understand is that there's an optics perspective to it of, like, okay, Iron Mouse raises $500,000 for charity and becomes the top most sub to streamer on Twitch. let's just say, I don't know, Kai's a busy guy. He's probably got a schedule lined up for a couple weeks, maybe even a couple months. Let's say in December, he, runs a subathon. Again, as Kai subathon number 2. And this time he pockets all the cash and gets the record again. You know, now you've taken the record from someone who did a charity stream and pocketed all the cash for yourself, right? It's bad optics, guys. It's bad optics. From now on, if you want to go for the record and not look like an asshole, you have to wait a couple years, maybe 1 or 2, and you're gonna have to do a charity stream, because then it kind of looks fucked if you immediately, like a month or 2 after, have to yoink the record back and, you know, pocket the cash. Anyway, even then, I saw a lot of comments that were like kind of fuck charity, which is an insane hill to die on. You know, your streamer loses their fake record of, you know, how much money their fans pay to them, right? And you're like, well, charity, whatever, fuck that shit anyway. Insane. Fucking insane. It really, you know, these kind of days, they make me happy, because I'm so glad to see someone like Iron Mouse, who deserves a lot of the, you know, the praise, getting a lot of recognition and praise. But that it really, you know, the part of me that believes somewhere along the line, you know, people will actually respect a VTuber as a content creator. Somewhere along the line, you know, that might happen. It just goes down the drain on days like today. I just completely lose all hope. I'm like, VTubers will never be seen on the same level. They'll be seen as a hack. They'll be seen as a joke. They'll be seen as, you know, coomers, weebs, nerds. And I'm like, it hurts. It hurts some days. But anyway, what happened? Iron Mouse became the most subscribed to Twitch channel on all of Twitch ever. And obviously, you know, even though, you know, even still, she's, well, I'm trying to get my words together. I can't find the transition. Basically, she became the most subscribed to Twitch channel. She's giving half the money to charity, and people are angry. That's what I'm saying. It's purely because she's a VTuber. It is purely, if she was not a VTuber, it would not, you know, it would not be a problem. Literally, that is the thing. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I'm talking about a very small, loud minority, right? It is purely Kai fans under the age of 15 and like Aiden Ross viewers, right? There's a very small percent, but like, you know, Iron Mouse, can I look up the streamer award, all the streamer awards that she's won? Can I do that real quick for you guys? Let me see if there's an Iron Mouse wiki. Awards. Iron Mouse awards. On Wikipedia. Okay. In February of 2022, she's held a non-stop subathon event. The stream remained online even she was asleep, blah, 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 blah. Ran for a total of 31 days. And she became the most subscribed to female streamer on Twitch. She was the 8th most watched streamer on Twitch in the month of February of 2022 during that subathon. In December of 2022, she was listed among the heroes of the Plasma Hero website. In June of 2023, she held a second subathon with half all the revenue going to the IDF. Subathon broke her previous record of becoming the most subscribed to female on Twitch. On December of 2023, she got Content Creator of the Year at the Game Awards, becoming the first VTuber to win the category. On September 10th of 2024, oh, that's when they suspended her VOD channel. That's a whole other thing. Anyway, she's won a lot of awards, right? Filmography. Oh, here it is. I found the awards. So she was nominated for Best Streamer of the Year at the Streamer Awards in 2022. The Streamy Awards nominated Best VTuber. She won Best Streamer, Best VTuber at Streamer Awards 2023. She won Content Creator of the Year at Game Awards. She won VTuber of the Year at the VTuber Awards. She won Miss VTuber She did Best Stream Event, Best VTuber Streamer Awards 2024. Obviously, these are all streamer-based, you know, events, and they're the VTuber category. But these are like, well, these are all streamer-based events. But still, she gets this, you know, thing every single fucking time of Iron Who, right? Like, which is crazy to me. And yes, I guess you could say VTubing is a bubble, right? VTubing is a bit of a bubble, but still, it pains me to see. It pains me. Anyway, instead of talking about that and, you know, basically how we're on the doorstep of World War III, that's a whole nother thing. If you haven't been watching the news, that's a tough one. Yeah. Let's watch fucking Minecraft Parkour Civilization. How about that? Thoughts, people? Thoughts? How does that sound? Yay! Minecraft Parkour Civilization. She's donating, and she hasn't done anything wrong with donating before. Getting hate is wild. I don't think I'll usually like watching Iron Man specifically. Okay, never stopped long enough to watch. But she is really nice. I don't personally watch many streamers as well, but like, you know, she's never really had any kind of controversial thing ever. And just people is purely because she's a VTuber. It is truly 100% purely because she's a VTuber. Some people might even be crazy enough to say it's because she's a woman, right? Which again, even crazier thing to say. But some people are like that, man. And sometimes you just can't control people. All right. I have the video pulled up, everybody. Are we ready to start a fucking movie? By the way, everybody, just letting you know, we are only watching Parkour Civilization 1 because I don't have enough time to watch both tonight. I don't have time to watch both Parkour Civilization movies. I only have enough time for the first one. There are two, by the way, might I add. They are both an hour and 50 minutes. So we are in for a feature-length film, I'll have you know. If you see the thumbnail for today's stream on YouTube and on Twitter, oh, Yumi, get ready. Parkour Civilization is literally a feature-length film made entirely in Minecraft by a dude named Evbo. It is like, it was originally seen as like brain rot content, and it kind of is in a sense, but recently people have started taking note. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I have been getting clips of Parkour Civilization for months now on TikTok, and like, I always just like, I see it, I watch it for a couple seconds. It's always near the start of the movie, but just get ready. Get ready for the ride of a lifetime. It's gonna be great. It's just gonna be us reacting. Tonight's a react night. I don't really want to do anything super crazy. It's trending. I think it's silly. Also, hello. How do we not have that yet on here? Spout model. Oh, let's turn that off. If it's Minecraft, it has the potential to be 50% frame rate, 50% watchable background video. No, there's dialogue, there's story to this. Just get ready. Get ready for an absolute ride of your life. Hold on, let's full screen this. It is full screen. It is just not sitting in my window properly. I don't know why this is like this. Here in Parkour Civilization, nobody chooses the beef. Everybody, see? People know about Parkour Civ. Parkour Civilization, it's tough out there, man. I also gotta start grabbing this from the edges instead of the corners. Okay. I think we're ready to start. That's on YouTube. Also, hi Ponsley on YouTube. Hope you're having a nice night. We are going to be watching all of Parkour Civilization 1 tonight. It is going to be... I literally labeled it on Twitch as a special event. It's peak. I know. I'm excited. I have not watched it all the way through. I've seen clips. Hi, YouTube. hogging so hard right now. All right, everybody. Are we ready to begin? I have my watching hat on. I may pause here and there for commentary. You know, no promises that it's going to be a complete silent watch through. But, you know, we have to make this transformative content anyway.
Let's go.
Okay, I have to also adjust the volume. So please let me know if it's too quiet or too loud.
Oh, open up. It's time for parkour.
All right, time for my mandatory parkour check. Let's get this over with.
You're late. You know the deal. You can do the 1-block jump for the raw chicken, or you can attempt the 1-block vertical jump for the beef.
Okay. Let's give a brief overview here. I mean, obviously, you said the line. So this is Parkour Civilization, everybody. Basically, you couldn't figure it out. It's a world that everything is parkour. This is the iconic line. Literally, it is 11 seconds into the video. That's how brain rot this thing is. That the most iconic line is a minute, in less than 10 seconds in. Oh, they added chat to full screen. Anyway, pulling out the full screen for this.
Here in Parkour Civilization, no one chooses to jump for the beef.
Nobody chooses
to be
the
safe
beef
and do the 1-block jump for the chicken rather than risk your entire life for just half a hunger bar more.
Tomorrow, you better not be late, or you'll be doing 2-block jumps as punishment.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I won't be late next time. Down here, us parkour noobs only get fed once a day. One piece of raw chicken is just enough to get you to the next day. But that's the life of Parkour Civilization.
Guys,
if you want to survive, you have to parkour. Every parkour noob has the same goal, and that's to make it to the top layer where all the parkour pros live. Except most parkour pros are born on the top layer. If you're a parkour noob, there's only one way up, and that is through the Temple of Parkour. The Temple of Parkour is the only structure in the world that combines the bottom layer to the top layer. To make it up, you have to do an impossibly hard parkour course that no parkour noob has ever completed. And that's assuming you even get the chance to complete the course.
Parkour nepotism.
The inside of the temple is protected by a barrier, and the only way a parkour noob gets past the barrier is if they've earned a ticket. I've never even tried getting a ticket before, but if I'm gonna rank up to a parkour pro one day, I'm gonna have to. In my neighborhood, pretty much everyone has fallen into the void and died, except for the guy who lives right next to me. He's been my neighbor for 5 years. No! Why did he try going for the beef?
Guys.
Well, I guess I have to change my statement. I now live in this neighborhood alone. In Parkour Civilization, only parkour pros are allowed to break or place blocks. For parkour noobs, it's strictly prohibited. And unfortunately, I found that out the hard way. A while ago, I was searching around and I somehow stumbled upon an oak log. No one has seen an oak log in years since trees don't exist in Parkour Civilization. So I had to try to take it.
Stop right now.
Oh no, I'm done for.
You really thought you could break that without me noticing? What, were you gonna try to cheat parkour?
No, sir, I didn't try to cheat. I just thought it would be super rare and I wanted to collect it.
Stop talking. Give me 2 jumps now.
2 jumps in a row?
Guys.
Okay, sorry, sir. I'll do it right now.
You know what? You seem a little too happy about 2. Let's make it 3.
Okay, I'll do 3.
You know what? Now let's make it 4 jumps in a row.
4 in a row? Come on.
What?
In Parkour Civilization, it should be no surprise that all punishments were just more forms of parkour. And that was the last time I ever tried breaking a block.
You're lucky you got a light punishment. Don't forget you're at the bottom, so follow the rules.
It's safe to say that if you're at the bottom level of Parkour Civilization, it's not exactly the best. But not everything in Parkour Civilization is that bad. For example, I was able to use parkour to buy the biggest house in the neighborhood. In Parkour Civilization, literally everything is parkour, and that means parkour has replaced money.
Welcome. Choose which house you want to buy.
It's pretty nice. In Parkour Civilization, all you
Guys, can someone pretty please do me a huge favor and get the transcript for this? And what is it? See how many times he fucking says parkour in this one movie? Because I feel like in the past 10 seconds, he has to have said it at least 20 times.
you have to do to buy anything is just make more parkour jumps. I'm not really sure why or how parkour works as a currency, but all I know is I basically bought a 2-story house for free. Somehow when I was buying my house, I convinced myself to go for the ladder jump to buy the bigger house. In Parkour Civilization, parkour jumps with trickier items like ladders are worth more. That's why this jump basically bought me a mansion.
No way! Thank you for buying the big house. Let me take you right to it. Just follow me.
Let's go. This is awesome. I just bought my first house. All houses in Parkour Civilization are pre-built, and they all have one thing in common. It's a requirement that every single house has a parkour jump inside to get to your bed. This is a way to make sure everyone in Parkour Civilization parkours everywhere they go, even inside the house.
So, this is the neighborhood you'll be living in. You're the only 2-story house here. So if you'll follow me, I'll give you a house tour.
This is so sick.
House
That ladder
tour.
jump literally may be the richest one in the neighborhood.
As you can see, you have a jump on the top floor and a jump on the bottom floor.
Oh,
Let me show you
shit.
the upstairs, and then the house is all yours.
All right. I mean, everything looks good. I just have to do this jump to my bed.
Honestly?
Yeah, I think I got it.
Can I say this house is so free? Like literally, if he just does the jump on the other end, where's that? Can I have my mouse? Yeah. If he does it over this, where there's that block, he can redo the jump over and over again, which is so unfair compared to the 1-story house. Honestly, I think that the ladder jump is so worth early, because then you can save yourself the effort of, you know, living on the fucking edge of your seat every time you wake up in the morning, right? I think it's worth. Thoughts? Would you guys buy the big house? Type 1 in chat if you buy the big house. Type 2 if you jump for the beef.
Everything
No, I'm
figured
kidding.
out.
Perfect. Last thing,
Oh, shit, he's
I
got
just
a
need to
couch and
check if your
everything.
parkour jump is good.
How are you supposed to check if it's good? Wait, what the? Did this guy for real just jump off? I'm really confused. Is he alive? Why did he do that?
Alright, just wanted to confirm that your house is ready to move in. The guy did in fact die, so everything should be
What
good.
the
That
fucking
guy seriously
the vine
died?
boob.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's a part of the job. Enjoy your house.
How is that a part of the job? What? No one really remembers how Parkour Civilization started. Most of the parkour noobs down here at least think that the parkour pros were the ones who started it. But the truth is, I think I was the one who started it. For some reason, I can't remember
What?
the best, but I'm pretty sure this is how the story went. Yo, see what? Yo. Hello? Bro, you think I could get a diamond real quick? I was mining for like 3 hours and I only found 2 diamonds. I just want to make a diamond pickaxe.
This is the lore, everybody.
Sorry, don't have any to spare.
Bro, come on, don't be like that. You were literally just holding one. Dude, just give me one and I'll pay you back later. I just need a
Literally
pickaxe.
just holding the diamond.
All right, fine. Give me 1 second. If you want a diamond, you gotta give me something. All right, watch out. Back up for 1 second. Look, if you can make this 4-block jump, I'll pay you 1 diamond.
Make this 4-block jump. Wait, why? Why are you gonna...
I like how he's like, I started Parkour Civilization, but he isn't, because he didn't declare the terms of the deal. It was the other dude. So technically, CWA Gaming started Parkour Civilization, right? Because he could have said, "Oh, you know, I want a diamond. Can you just, you know, can you spare me a diamond?" You know, he could have been like, "Oh, could you, you know, chop down that tree over there for me?" Would we be living in tree chopping civilization in that sense? Would we be living in lumber civilization? But no, this guy's CWA Gaming. He declared, make the 4-block and you get the diamond. He started it, not this guy, not Esbo. The fuck? Why is this lagging?
to pay me to do parkour. What do you even gain from this?
I don't know. I've just never seen anyone do it before. I'd pay to see it done.
Okay, I'll take the offer. Oh, this is so annoying. All right, just give me a second. I know it's possible. I've done it before.
I told you, bro, it's not possible.
Just stop talking and
He's so
watch.
close.
I'm gonna do it
He's
in
so
like
close.
30 seconds. And there we go. Finally. Look, I told you it was possible.
No way. That was actually incredible. All right, well, I got my money's worth.
Let's go. I got paid for parkour.
If you want, I can keep making more parkour for you to do, and I'll pay
Can we please admire the fact that this house is just a front wall? There's no back to it.
you for it.
Are you kidding? Dude, totally. All right, I'll be back here tomorrow, I guess. And this is basically how parkouring for money started. The next day I showed up to Siwat's house. He offered me way more diamonds this time, and he constructed an entire parkour
Oh,
course outside of his
shit,
house to
dude.
do. But little did we know that this parkour course would completely change the way that the world works. Soon after this event, the parkour civilization began. Now that I think about it, there's kind of an unexplainable gap between those events and now, but oh well.
Parkour check time. You got 30 seconds.
Another beautiful morning, and I have to parkour for some more raw chicken that will make me starve even more.
Mr.
All right,
Beast
I'm
says
here.
nothing on
One block
Parkour
for raw
Civilization.
chicken, one block vertical for beef. What are you choosing today?
Considering my neighbor just died for going for the beef, I'm just gonna go with the chicken again.
Keep in mind, there's a ticket event today. It's going to be about 200 blocks west.
This was huge news. If there actually was a ticket event today, I would need to go for the
Guys,
beef.
he's gotta
Ticket
go for
events
the
are
beef.
usually far away, and I would starve by the time I got there if I chose the chicken.
Sorry, I might have popped off there. He did get the beef.
But luckily, I got the beef.
No way! You made that jump? You might become a parkour pro one day.
Wait, you really think I can rank up to be a parkour pro?
Not a chance. You're a parkour noob. You guys never rank up.
It's important to know that parkour pros have really big egos and they like to put down the parkour noobs. This was an important day. This was only the second time I've jumped for the beef, and now I have a chance to earn a ticket. The ticket events are so risky because they're located so far away. If I wasn't paying attention, I could miss just one of these one-block jumps and my entire chances of becoming a parkour pro would be over.
I live on Parkour Civilization noob level alone. Yet here are three other people competing for the ticket event.
But luckily,
do you think there's parkour neighborhoods? Like, he's the only one left in his neighborhood, but there's like other little parkour places.
I made it.
So there's little parkour villages.
Ticket event. When I got here, there were only 3 parkour noobs in line to do the parkour course. Most noobs don't even show up for the courses anymore because if you miss one jump, you end up like this guy. And that's the
Did he? I totally missed that.
price you pay if you want a ticket to be a parkour pro. I watched as the second
the
noob
fucking
fell to the
boom
void.
sounds
Hey man,
as
do you
they
think
all
you
fall.
could go already?
I don't know, man. I'm kind of nervous I'm gonna fall.
No, you don't need to be nervous. I'm sure you're fine. Oh, shoot. Okay. Never mind then. Before going for it, I wanted to study the parkour course. You see, every
Okay, everybody.
week the ticket challenge changes, and it's completely random. And this week's
Dude, the
course
kelp
was
ticket.
extremely difficult. There was a 2-block jump to get to the ticket,
The
and if you get it, a
2-block.
2-block jump to get out of it. Here's the thing about Parkour Civilization. Parkour can be used for anything, and that includes bribing parkour pros. Check this out. If I do a parkour jump with the 360, will you replace one of the 2-block jumps with a 1-block jump?
You want to do a 1-block jump with a 360? Fine.
Holy
There's no
shit,
way you're going to
dude.
make it, but I'll accept.
Let's go, the parkour pro accepted by bribe. And now I have another problem. I have to do a 360? Have I even done this before? Whatever, I'm just gonna go for it. Please make it. No way, I actually did it. All right, deal's a deal.
More of like a 720, more like a 270, but you know, we're not gonna, you know.
All right.
I'm not going to lie.
semantics.
That was the coolest thing I've seen a parkour noob do. Well, the deal's a deal. Here you go.
Let's go. Now there was only one
Quick, run right there and jump across and grab it.
2-block jump in the course.
Still got to make the first 2-block jump, noob.
Yeah, whatever. Just let me do the course, bro. This was my best chance to finally earn a ticket. If I actually get this ticket, I could access the parkour temple and make my way up into a better life as a
parkour
parkour pro.
temple.
There was no turning
I don't
back
think I've
now.
ever seen
I
the inside
had
of
to
the
start
parkour
the
temple.
course. Most parkour noobs aren't experienced with diagonal jumps, but somehow I got past it. And now was the 2-block jump. This was life or death. I closed my eyes and I went for it. I expected to be falling thousands of feet per second into the void, but to my
did it.
surprise, I was standing on the platform with the ticket. And thanks to the deal I made with the parkour pro, I only had a 1-block jump to get out of the course. This was life-changing. This was the first time I've ever received a ticket to access the parkour temple, and I promised myself that I wasn't gonna waste it. I made my way over
does
to
have
the
his beef
parkour
today.
temple.
He
I
has
was
his
in a good
beef.
spot. I had 3 full hunger bars, which is the most hunger a parkour noob can have. This was it. There was no better time, no more perfect time to try making the parkour course to rank up to a parkour pro. I walked up to the hoppers in the ground and I threw in my ticket. After a few seconds, the invisible barrier that guards the parkour temple was down. And
No
now,
boom
of
sound
course,
for
I had
that?
to make sure I didn't fail the 1-block jump to actually get inside the temple. I made the 1-block jump successfully, and now I was officially
how
inside the
anticlimactic all
temple.
the
This was
1-block
it.
jumps
This
are.
was the moment I've been waiting for my entire life. This was the parkour course that
Eyes are
no
cracked, man.
parkour
Give me a
noob has
sec.
ever beaten. If you miss any of these jumps, you'll either die from fall damage or fall directly into the void.
Nice.
But I've come too far and I've practiced too much to have that happen.
Holy
I wasn't
shit.
just going to
Oh.
be another parkour.
I was looking at this jump right here, and this middle block, it was blending in really well with the background. I thought this was like a 4-block from one, like a 4-block jump with like a 1-block vertical. I was like, holy shit, the parkour noob is fucked.
noob that fails this course, I was going to be the first one to rank up to become a parkour pro. My journey to becoming a parkour pro starts now.
Hey, wake up. You want a chance to eat today or what?
Guys, it's over. What the fuck? Would have been funny if you literally called the twist.
All right, let's get this over with.
Let's go. Hurry up and do the parkour, noob.
Down here in parkour prison, even the
Parkour
cells have one block
prison.
jumps. If you miss a single jump, or if a parkour pro catches you not jumping for 30 seconds, you'll be thrown into the lava.
Alright, I gotta ask. Do you want to do a diagonal jump to reduce your prison sentence time?
Most parkour noobs would never take this deal.
Do
Diagonal
it.
jumps are just not worth the risk. But I wasn't
the
just gonna
diagonal.
sit in parkour prison my entire life. If there was any chance I could get out sooner, I was gonna take it.
That was unexpected. Congrats! You've earned 1 day off your prison time. That means you go from 49 years and 320 days to 49 years and 319 days left.
And this is how my life is gonna be for the
W
next
video.
49 years in parkour prison. That is, unless I find a way to get to that portal and make my way back to parkour civilization. Parkour prison is
Guys.
located directly under the bottom layer of parkour civilization. If a parkour noob misses any jump, they fall into the void and end up here. And the only way back to civilization is to spend 50 years here without failing a jump. Before I was sent here, I never knew this place existed. And I was so close to becoming a parkour pro. My entire life, I've
Bro, what do you mean so close? You got it and failed one jump. You didn't even make the first jump in the temple. Are you gonna be a parkour pro?
been training for one goal, and that's to go to the Temple of Parkour and complete the impossible course
I
to
was so
rank up to
close.
become a
I
parkour
was so
pro.
close to
I had
becoming a pro.
everything. I earned the ticket to get inside the temple, and I had enough food to make the journey. But when the time came, I failed the first jump. And now I'm dead. What the? Where am I?
Welcome to Parkour Prison, or as most
my God.
noobs call it, their worst nightmare. If you'll just follow me, I'll take you right to your cell.
The poop sound
Parkour
is so
prison?
funny.
What is this place? I don't get it. How am I still alive?
Hey, and just make sure you don't miss any of these one-block jumps, because if you fall in the lava, you will die for real this time.
Oh, yeah, not a problem. I've never missed a one-block jump in my life. What I didn't get is why parkour prison exists.
Actually, you did miss a one block jump, and that's how you ended up here, idiot.
Instead of letting the parkour noobs just fall into the void, somehow this massive structure was made under the void to catch
Under
us.
the
But
void.
why?
Alright, noob, this is your cell. Go on in.
All of the cells in parkour prison were separated by a 3-block gap, meaning once I went inside this cell,
Oh, by the way, the streak isn't really like a streak. It's just how many times you show up and, press high. It doesn't actually reset ever.
I would never be able to escape. But that wasn't gonna stop me from trying.
Make sure you're doing at least one jump in your cell every 30 seconds. If one of us
Alright.
catches you not jumping, you're not making it out of here.
Just minutes
You're done,
before this,
buddy.
I was about to rank up to be a parkour pro, and now I'm in the most dangerous place in parkour civilization. As far as I'm concerned,
I want to see him do like an Uncle Iroh, where like he just jumps diagonal jumps the entire time, reduces his prison sentence like dramatically, and I don't know, gets ripped and parkour goated in the process. I want him to Uncle Iroh in the prison. I don't
I'm
think
the
that'll
only
happen.
noob right now in parkour prison. My guess is most of them by now fell in the lava. Wait, there's actually someone here. Let's go, I'm not alone down here. Wait,
You're
why
immediately
does
gonna
this
fall in
guy
the
look
lava.
familiar? He's been my neighbor for 5
He's
years.
the neighbor.
No! Why did he try going for the beef? No way, it is my neighbor. Wow, I'm so glad I'm not alone down here. No! Dude, what is wrong with this guy? Alright, he has to be doing it on purpose at this point. The only thing that's better about parkour prison is they feed us fish instead of raw chicken.
Hey, noob, let's go. You've been selected for parkour testing. Be down there in 30
Parkour
seconds.
testing.
And this is one of the not so good parts about prison. The random parkour testing. Bro, wait, you didn't even fill in this gap. Ah, man, now I gotta do another 1-block jump. If you're a
Actually,
prisoner
more than
here,
one
the
block.
only thing you hope for is that you don't get selected for random parkour testing. Every few days, the pros will pick a noob at random to test out a new
Fence
course
jump?
they've
That's
built.
tough.
This time, the course I was selected for had fence parkour. If I failed to make this 1-block fence jump, I wouldn't be coming back.
Let's go. We don't have all day. Get on
Honestly, other than the one fence jump, this is not a bad parkour course in the slightest. It's all just walking.
the course.
Yes, sir. I'm going right now. The worst part about these random courses is that they intentionally use harder blocks for the jumps. The pros know that the noobs have almost no experience
Easy
with
money.
fence jumps, but they build them anyways.
Alright, testing complete. Back to your cell in 30 seconds.
By some miracle, I was able to get
30
past this
seconds,
week's
dude.
random
What's their
testing course.
obsession with
But
the
what
word-
about
with,
the
like,
next
just the
week or
time
the
limit
week
of 30
after that?
seconds?
There's gonna be some day when they build a jump that I can't do, and I need to get out of here before that happens. Luckily, I've been thinking of a plan to make my escape. Back in Parkour Civilization, I used parkour to bribe one of the
Bro did not update his skin. He's using an Alex skin on a Steve body.
pros, and now I was gonna do it again. Hey, guard!
What do you want, noob?
I got something to show you. Can you come over here?
This better be worth my time, or I'm not feeding you tomorrow. Okay, what?
Oh, nothing really. I just wanted to ask you if I could pay you in 3 diagonal jumps in a row for 5 minutes of free time?
3 in a row?
Yep, 3 in a row. What do you think?
You're definitely not making that.
Uh-oh.
But it's not like I care anyways. Sure.
Like always, parkour can be used to get out of any situation. But now I had one chance to
Literal
make 3
bribery.
diagonal jumps in a row, or else I was dead. Come on. 1, 2, 3. No way. I actually did it.
Okay, 5 minutes of free time.
I genuinely want to find the world download for this game, or for this map, and see if I could survive in Parkour Civilization. I genuinely want to know. Because, like, I feel like I'm fucking backseat gaming, where I'm like, you know, a fucking diagonal jump, easy. 1 block jump, easy. But, like, you know, obviously I don't think I've ever tried living in Parkour Civ. You know? What if it's really hard, actually?
Time, but you better be back in your
Peak
cell by the
Minecraft.
time I get back.
The bribe worked. Now I had 5 minutes to roam around Parkour Prison to see if I could find a way to escape. I had no clue what was going to happen to me after I escaped, but I didn't have time to think
choose
about that
the
right now.
beef,
When I
though?
jumped around the prison, I noticed someone doing the random testing
Fuck.
course. Wait, is that who I think
Oh,
it
it's the
is?
guy-
No, you don't need to be nervous. I'm sure you're fine. Oh, no way. It is the guy who failed the ticket.
Would I pick the beef? First of all, hold on. You're on Twitch, you're getting a poll right now. Okay, here's the deal. I think, personally, do they say whether or not a parkour challenge happens before? Do they always say it after you go for the beef or before? Like, could I just say every single day, is there a parkour ticket challenge? Is there a parkour ticket challenge before I make the jump? Because if so, I'd only take the beef on the day there's a challenge. It seems like that's like, you know, the system. That seems like the strat, TBH. I mean, like, you can't really build up hunger with just beef, I don't think. So, you know, unless it's like old school Minecraft where, like, you know, food just relates to health. Well, no, it doesn't. There's sprinting.
Event in front of me. That guy was nice. I hope he clutches up these glass jumps and makes it back to civilization. Oh! Something was strange about this testing course. Why were they using glass for parkour? Glass jumps aren't even a thing at the parkour noob level. If noobs have never done glass jumps, why would they use them to test the jumps? I just gotta get out of
I bet you're trying to think of a plan to escape, right?
What? Escape? What are you talking about? I would never try to escape.
You're not? I was gonna take you to the portal, but if you don't want to,
This obviously seems like you're trying to set me up.
it's not a setup. No one says you have to stay here. You can leave at any time. Just follow me and I'll take you there.
I'm 99% sure I'm being led into a trap, but it
Uh-oh.
doesn't matter. If he gets me close to the portal, I'll try to improvise. If this guard was leading me into a trap, I couldn't see what it was. He was already getting me so close to the portal. At this point, I was just gonna have to take a chance and hope that he was telling me.
Guys, I hope you understand that the portal does not lead back to parkour noob land. It leads actually to the parkour supermax prison, where you're kept in a, you know, you're kept on a fence post. You have to jump from fence post to fence post. If they see a 10-second gap of you not doing that, you're tased. Come on.
the truth. I was now 5 blocks away from going back to parkour civilization.
You can leave now, if you accept the terms that you can never earn a ticket to rank up to become a parkour pro for the rest of your life.
Wait, you're saying if I go back to parkour civilization now, I can never be a parkour pro?
That's correct. Or you can wait out the remainder of your 49 years here in prison.
So this was the catch. I could leave parkour prison right now, but in return, I could never become a parkour pro. Or
Bro, who's stopping you?
I could try to survive here for another 49 years. It wasn't worth it to stay. I needed to get out of here. Okay, I've made my decision. I'm gonna go
you'll
back.
never be
So
a
you
pro.
accept. Good luck.
This was it. The work was done. I escaped parkour prison, but at what cost?
This would be
Leaving
a
now
parkour
meant that I
challenge
would
to
be
get
a
out of
noob
parkour
for the
prison.
rest of my life. When I went through the portal, I was brought back into Parkour Civilization. The portal spawned me at the entrance of the Temple of Parkour. This was probably the last time I would ever step foot in this temple. I had my chance to rank up to become a pro, and I failed. Now, I can never earn a ticket ever again. You know, it's not the worst thing in the world. Now, I can just go back to my ordinary life in Parkour Civilization. You know, now that I think about it, it's not the worst situation in the world. I mean, at least I still have my mansion. Wait, who is this? I still own this house, right?
No, you don't. This house no longer belongs to you.
God.
This parkour noob just purchased this new mansion. So you'll have to leave now.
Wait. This guy just bought my house? How can he do that?
Well, you fell and went to parkour prison. So you lost the house. When you were down there, this parkour noob bought it.
Bro, really? Wow, so I really don't own this house anymore. Well, this guy can enjoy...
Okay, it's for sale now.
Let's go, so I can move back into my house?
After you buy it again, sure.
Wait, really? Are you serious? I have to buy it again? I went back to the shop to go buy my mansion again, but while I was at parkour prison, something bad happened.
Parkour inflation. No shot, they have parkour inflation. You have to do a 2-block jump for a fucking big house, and the ladder jump, which is what used to... Guys, this is like real life. Holy shit. No. I wanted to watch this to get away from all the bad things happening. And next thing you know, they have fucking parkour inflation.
The prices for houses in my neighborhood went way up. Now, if I wanted to buy my mansion, I would have had to pay for it with a 2-block jump. It was too risky. I was gonna have to find somewhere else to live. Fortunately, I found another shop that was selling wood houses. A bit of a downgrade from the stone house, but it was all I could afford. I could either do a 1-block fence jump for a small house, or a 1.5-block stair jump for a large house. I figured if I'm gonna be living on the noob level for my entire life, I might as well buy the big house. Luckily, escaping parkour prison gave me the confidence to make the jump easily. Now, I got a mansion in a new neighborhood where, not to my surprise, everyone fell into the void, so it's just me living here. The house is definitely a bit of a downgrade from my previous mansion, but it's still a 2-story house, and it
Can I be 100% with you guys? I kind of like the wood house better. I don't like the stone houses.
has a painting, which is something you don't really see that often in Parkour Civilization. I just keep wondering what my life would have been like if I actually made it to the pro civilization. Now, I don't think I'll ever figure out what it looks like up there. I just wish that... Whoa! What was that? When I went to sit in my chair, I backed up against the wall and there was nothing behind me. This painting was covering something. I walked through the painting and it revealed a secret door. For some reason, this house I bought had some hidden passage. Whoever made this was obviously trying to hide something. But what was it? There was a ladder that led to the bottom floor, and when I got down there, I found a man. Somehow there was already someone living here. By their leather boots, I could tell it was a parkour noob. This was obviously some mistake. I went to go leave, but then...
Wait! Don't leave!
The man spoke to me. He said he's been watching me.
I watched you enter the Temple of Parkour. I think you have what it takes to rank up.
I'm sorry, man. I think you're confused. I can never earn a ticket anymore. I'm gonna be a parkour noob forever.
No, there is still a way I can get you a ticket.
Wait. What are you talking about?
When I was younger, I earned myself a ticket, but I never used it. Instead, I hid it far, far away.
Wait, you're saying... Oh, yeah, true. You could just take a block from the house. Are you allowed to do interior decorating in Parkour Civilization? If so, you could just take a wood block and, you know, use it to smelt your beef. You get way more health.
The old man said it wasn't his destiny to rank up to be a pro, but it was mine. He brought out a compass and he threw it to me. He told me that if I followed this compass, I'll find the hidden ticket. This was the second chance I was looking for. I had no way of knowing whether the old man was telling the truth or not, but at this point, I had nothing to lose.
Might I also just add, he's totally letting him live in his house. He like just does not care at all. He's like, yeah, you can squat in my house. Fuck it. You have your own little space.
Maybe this works, maybe it doesn't. All I know is that I wasn't done with Parkour Civilization just...
Also, I was about to say that house technically breaks Parkour Civilization rules, where you have to do a parkour jump to get to your bed. But then I realized that you have to do a parkour jump to get to his bed, and behind his bed is the other guy's bed. So technically it does still fit with the rules. The lore actually is kind of consistent. Dude, every single time a fucking boss is gonna...
Just yet.
There it is.
Come on, just one jump at a time and I should be there soon.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh, this can't be good.
This is a parkour checkpoint. Why do you want to leave parkour civilization?
If the pro found out why I was really out here, I might go back to parkour prison. I was gonna need an excuse. I just wanted to practice my 2-block jumps.
Listen, noob. Out there, you'd never survive. Besides, what do you need to practice for? You can never rank up, buddy.
Despite my convincing story, it didn't work.
Wait, whoa. How does he have 3 beef? Where did this beef come from? Not a second jail arc. Where did this beef come from? This Mickey Mouse beef. This bullshit beef. Hold on.
I was in big trouble now. Following this compass is the only possible way I can make it up to the Parkour Pro civilization. I was gonna have to try something else.
I told you to go home.
What if I paid you with a backwards jump?
A backwards jump?
A backwards
Okay, at least he's listening, and now I get one chance at this. Oh my god, I actually made it. That was crazy.
Wait, no, that was crazy. Move aside and let me try this.
You got it. Just make sure you jump far enough. Oh, shoot. That was
Holy
not my plan.
shit.
I thought he was just gonna let me pass. Alright, well, I guess that works. Now that I made it past...
Guys, I have some sad news. I think I found out where he got the beef from. He did not let that old man live in his house. He did not let the old man live in his house. He fucking took him out.
Past the parkour checkpoint, it was time to go searching for the hidden ticket. That's assuming that the ticket I'm looking for is even real. After the mysterious old man gave me this compass and told me that it would lead to a ticket to rank up to Parkour Pro civilization, I immediately started preparing for the journey because this time I wasn't gonna fail. The biggest problem I had to solve was my food supply. Parkour noobs only get fed once a day, and if this compass was taking me far away, there was no way I would survive on the raw chicken. So for the past week, I've been doing the beef jump every single morning, and for the rest of the day, I tried not to parkour at all so I could save the food. But that's when I almost got caught.
Hold up, what was that sound?
Oh no, I'm starving. This isn't good.
No.
Why are you taking damage? Are you starving?
Starving? No, I'm just in pain because I love parkour so much and I wish I could do it all the time.
Oh man, sorry to hear that. Yeah, love hurts. Well, I hope you feel better.
By some miracle, the parkour pro bought
Take the chicken.
my excuse. If the pro stayed around for any
Take the chicken.
longer, I might have starved to death. I had to eat the piece of beef that I just...
Bro, he left the chicken. You could have taken the chicken too. You could literally have your cake and eat it too in this situation. Oh my god, he's throwing, dude. He's never gonna become a pro.
jumped for, but it didn't matter.
He's
I had
actually
already
never gonna
prepared
become a
enough.
pro.
By
He's
rationing my
throwing.
food, I was able to save up 4 pieces of beef for the journey. I had no clue whether this would be enough food to survive the trip, but the old man said I had everything I needed, so I guess I was just gonna have to trust him again. Now, it was time to go searching for the ticket.
Time to go
Crossing
searching
this
for the
line
ticket,
of stone
everybody.
means I'm heading into the parkour outskirts. No noob, including myself, has ever been out here, and probably for a good reason. All I know is that the
Send
further
15
away you
grams
get
of
from
fictional
parkour
characters,
civilization,
this is what
the more
happened.
dangerous the jumps become. Already, I was starting to see huge chunks of parkour missing. No one knows how the
shit.
outskirts came to be like this. Or at least no one down here knows. Unfortunately, the compass kept taking me further and further away from parkour civilization. The old man must have hid the ticket out here knowing that no parkour pro would ever go this deep to retrieve it. I was running out of
true.
time. I had already been jumping for hours and now I'm down to 1 piece of raw beef left. And still, I found nothing.
Parkour
That
hell.
was until I saw something in the distance. I had
Elevation.
no way of knowing, but I had a feeling that this was what I was looking for. In all my time here in parkour civilization, I have never seen anything like this. This couldn't be a coincidence, which means I was gonna have to go parkour to the top. I haven't really prepared for anything like this. Vertical jumps don't exist naturally down here. The only place I've seen vertical jumps is when I jump for food. Luckily, I made it to the top without falling into the void. I didn't see anything at first glance, but when I pulled out my compass, I was in the right place. I didn't get it. The compass was pointing me to the exact block I was standing on. The ticket should be here, unless the old man hid the ticket out of sight and put it underground. If I broke this grass block and a parkour pro catches me, I would for sure be going back
no,
to prison
guys.
for life this time. But if I'm gonna have any shot at making it up to the
The parkour pros never come out here. But if I break this block all the way here and a parkour pro finds out, I'm fucked.
parkour pro civilization, I'm gonna take that chance. Well, here goes nothing. I broke the block and underground there was a chest. I
No
couldn't
way.
believe it. I had actually found the ticket. But when I opened the chest, something was wrong. There was no ticket to be found.
Barrier?
Just a barrier. The old man lied to me. There was no ticket to get up to the pro civilization. Why would he send me all the way out here to get a barrier block? This didn't make any sense. The old man knew I would risk my entire life for a ticket, but he set me up. There had to be some explanation.
Do I even have water? Let me check. All right, everybody, we're having a concessions break. Please, everyone go grab popcorn because obviously shit is getting real. We have a barrier block. I'm gonna go grab water. It's gonna take me 1 second. I'll be right back. Barrier block is wildly broken. Dude's gonna become like parkour Jesus. He's gonna walk across the 1 block. And everyone's gonna become the parkour noob disciples. I'm so locked in for this series. Okay, everyone take a moment, grab your snacks. It's gonna be another fucking hour and a half. So get ready. Let me grab water. I'll be right back. Back. Hi, everybody. I'm back. I have my water. I'm going to do a little sip right now. Here we go. Also, I never checked the poll on whether you guys would go for the beef. Let's check it. Turns out it was a tie, 50-50. Would and would not go for the beef. Anyway. Let's continue on. I was also thinking while I was filling up my water, for tonight's stream, it was either react to this or react to the fucking vice presidential debate. Trust me, this is so much better.
Explanation for this. Well, if I'm lucky to survive the trip back, I can ask him why he sent me all the way out here just to get a barrier block, which is also illegal to have. By some miracle, I made it back to the parkour checkpoint without falling.
Hey, you. You were the last one to see the pro stationed here. What happened to him?
Oh, I showed him a backwards jump and then he tried it for himself and then fell.
You? A backwards jump? Are you serious?
Yeah?
Okay, now I have to try. So you
yeah,
just
I know
go
the
backwards?
pale guard tree. Oh my
Okay,
God.
and
All
he's
the pros
gone
are dying to the
too.
back.
Am I going to be blamed for this? Fortunately, I made it back to my house and no parkour pro has caught me with the barrier block. Now it's time to ask this old man why in the world he sent me out there to retrieve this. Alright, bro, are you going to explain to me why the... What the... When I got down to the basement, the old man was nowhere to be found. All that was left was a hole in the ground. Did he jump into the void on purpose? I don't understand what's going on. But that's when I paid attention to the item that was left on the ground. I knew what it was before I even picked it up. It was a ticket to rent.
Also, you can tell this is an old ticket and not a new ticket because the ticket has lowercase letters. The old ticket has all upper, well, the new ticket has all uppercase. Just a little bit of parkour civilization lore. You know, I just want to drop that little nugget on you.
Rank up to become a parkour pro. The old man had it on him the entire time, but still sent me to retrieve the barrier block? The old man wanted me to find this barrier for a reason. And now, this was the sign that I was ready to rank up to become a parkour pro. It was time to head to the parkour temple. I made my way back to the place that I never thought I'd step foot in again. The place where no parkour noob in history has ever made it out alive. I went ahead and ate my last piece of beef. Just like last time, I was in such a perfect spot. 3 full bars of hunger is exactly what I need to make it to the top. The barrier guarding the temple was up, so I threw in my ticket and the entrance to the parkour temple was now open. All I had to do now was do something that I totally never do, and that's
we're only 26 minutes in. There's still like a whole hour and a half left.
Fail 1 block jumps. Okay, I made the first jump. That's always a good sign. This time around was different. I wasn't gonna let the pressure get to me. I was gonna be the first noob to ever rank up to
tech. When we have Parkour Civilization 2 watch party night, you are not invited. Because there is another one, and it is another 2 hours long.
The pro civilization. Ah, no. Looking at this jump is giving me flashbacks. My journey to becoming a parkour
Bro, we don't need you to say this jump is giving me flashbacks and then give us the flashback.
pro starts now. No, this time was different. I successfully made the first jump, and for the first time in my life, I was actually on the parkour course. Now, all I had to do was just take it one jump at a time.
Yeah, they
the
have a
first
sequel to
section
this.
was the stone blocks.
This is
so
not a
far,
done
I've only
story.
encountered 1 block vertical jumps, but they were nothing I couldn't handle. Even though I had been on the course for a good amount of time, I was still ways away from making it to the top. After I passed the stone block section,
slabs?
I moved on to the stone slab section. Slabs aren't too common in the noob level of parkour civilization, but luckily, this section wasn't too hard.
actually
But it
really
was the
easy,
next
wow.
section I was worried about, the stair jumps.
Cue
This next
flashback.
jump I had to complete was by far the hardest jump I've ever seen. It was a 2-block jump, but I had to go up half a block. But I didn't come all this way to give up. I went for the jump, but I jumped too early. I thought this was it, but by some miracle, a block below me broke
did
my
it.
fall, and I only took 2.5 hearts of damage, but that was too close to call. If I was even the slightest bit off, I could have been all the way down there in the void. On my second time around, I made the jump. That stair jump essentially
Hold on, continuity error. He heals his hearts, but his hunger doesn't go down.
marked the end of the stair section, and now I was on the stone walls. Walls were almost never seen at the noob level, but fortunately, I didn't see anything bigger than a 1-block jump for the rest of the way. All I had to do was sneak and stay on the course.
He's
And that's when I
absolutely
got to
clutching
the
up right now.
point when the jump stopped. I was so high off the ground now, but I knew I was at the end. I climbed up the stairs until I was face to face with
shit,
the
this is a
entrance to
hard
the
jump.
Parkour Pro civilization. This was it. I was about to be the first noob in history to
This is why he needs the barrier. It's an impossible jump without the barrier.
rank up. But then the realization hit me. The last
That's like what? That's a 4-block jump?
jump
Like, see, thing is, at this range with this head, like this head hitter style, like landing, he's not going to make it. He has to put the barrier down in front to, you know, hit against the wall and drop down onto it or something like
to
that.
get to the Parkour Pro civilization was a 3-block
Yeah,
jump.
look at this.
It was
Shrink it to
impossible.
2.
This was why no noob has ever ranked up to become a pro. The course was impossible to begin with. But then I remembered the barrier. This is what the old man wanted me
Bro, it's literally sitting in inventory slot 2. You don't need to flash back to when you got it.
to use it for. He knew the course was impossible, and he wanted to give me a chance to rank up. I placed down the barrier block, and I made the 2-block jump.
We needed
did
a
it.
boom fab, by the way.
I actually did it. I was the first noob in history to ever complete this course. No one at the bottom level knows what society is like up here, and I was gonna be the first one to figure it out. What was it gonna be like? Was I actually gonna be able to see the sky? Well, I guess we'll find
What
out.
is
I walked
Parkour
up to the stone wall, and
Civilization
the doors
hold?
opened, revealing a room
For
I've never
parkour
seen
noob.
anything like before. I turned the corner, and I saw a parkour pro just standing there. Hi.
What the? Who are you? Where did you come from? I'm the only one working here.
I came from the noob level. I just beat the course and ranked up.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I was not expecting this. I'm not sure what to do here. Just go over there and
Those
throw your
doors are
leather
totally
boots
just
into the
broken.
lava.
All right, time to get my iron boots.
Yes, sir. One ranked up. A noob by the name of Evbo.
Oh shit.
Yes, sir. I'll keep an eye on him.
And that was it. That was the last time I would ever wear leather boots again for the rest of my life. From the looks of it, I only had one more lava jump to go. But this time, there were dispensers. I backed up and jumped over the lava, and I was equipped with iron boots. I was officially a parkour pro. After I went through, I saw one more jump that led to some barrels. What is this for?
It's for food. You only have to pay 1 jump for 2 steak here.
Only a 1-block jump for food?
jump
That's
for
amazing.
2
I
steak?
opened the barrel to see something that I've never seen before.
Holy
Cooked
shit.
meat in all of these. In my entire life living on the noob level, I've never seen a piece of cooked beef. And now, as a parkour pro, I could fully replenish my hunger bar. And that meant I could sprint now. Oh man, this
Those
is
1 blocks are
crazy.
so easy now.
Congratulations on becoming a parkour pro. You can now head up those steps and begin your life in parkour pro civilization.
Those were the exact words I wanted to hear. This is it. When I walk up these steps, I will be at the top level of parkour civilization. When I walked into the temple, I immediately
God.
saw massive statues. These statues looked like they were showing the parkour noobs and the parkour pros. They even had their boots on. This place is insane. I've never seen anything like this. I mean, look at these statues. What the? Gold boots?
Gold boots?
Who wears gold boots?
Can we talk about something real quick? why do they have statues of the parkour noobs up here? Is it like maybe at one point in time they all lived on the same level?
This doesn't make any sense. What is this? Am I not at the top of
Diamond
parkour
boots.
civilization?
Hey, parkour delivery.
Let's go, my parkour delivery is here. Now that I'm a parkour pro, I can get parkour delivered to my house.
Hey, did you order parkour
The worst
construction to
voice
this
mod
house?
difference.
Yes, sir, that's me.
Voices.
I ordered the 6-block tall slime jump to my bedroom.
Sounds good. Where do you want it built?
Let's see. I think this would be a good place for it. You think you can build it right there?
Oh, sure. I can make that happen.
To think just a few days ago I was a parkour noob and now I'm getting custom parkour jumps installed in my house is
Dude's
crazy.
commissioning
This look
parkour
good?
jumps.
Yep, I think it's perfect. Hey, thanks man for parkouring all the way out here.
Sure. You got my payment?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It was 4 1-blocks in a row, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Thank you very much.
Damn.
And my tip?
Your tip?
Really? Don't tell me you thought you weren't gonna tip me.
If you're a parkour pro, it's always expected that you tip when you buy something. Oh, I hope I make this. Oh, that was close.
Oh, wow. A 360? Yeah, you're good, man. Thanks.
And like most things in parkour civilization,
No, the cobblestone is the support for the slime block.
the way you tip is with more parkour. Luckily, I survived that payment for the jump installed in my
Look,
house.
now
If I
he's
missed
got
any
the
one of those
slime
jumps,
block.
I would have fallen back down to the parkour noob level and my journey to become a pro would have been for
the
nothing.
bed,
But
there
I
it
won't
is.
say it wasn't worth it because now I can practice slime jumps anytime I want inside of my house. And this is how my new life is as a pro in parkour civilization. No parkour noob at the bottom level knows what life is like up here, except I was the only one to rank up and become a part of parkour society.
Damn.
To rank up to a parkour pro, I had to be the first noob in history to beat an impossible parkour course. When I got to the top, I got my iron boots and I was officially a pro. I thought I had made it. I thought I was at the top of parkour.
By the way, if you can't tell, the parkour civilization movie is just stitched together parts. So there will be these really weird like mid movie recaps because this is where a movie this is where an episode picks up. So
Civilization,
is.
but that's when I realized I truly knew nothing about the world I was living in. My journey to getting to the top of parkour
this now has a
civilization
roof.
wasn't even close to being done. Now, I was about to discover what life was like on the second layer of parkour civilization. At the parkour pro level, everywhere you look is a 2-block
he told
jump.
that
When I was a parkour noob, I
could
thought
never
2-block
take the
jumps
test.
were extremely hard, but now that I could sprint, I realized they were almost like 1-block jumps. Something about the pro level felt different. Maybe it was the fact that when I was a noob, I would see dirt in the sky, but now there's nothing above me. And that's when I looked back at the parkour temple. There was
shit.
still a world above me, and now it was way higher up. But there was something else that was different. I was staring down at the house I used to live in. When I was down on the noob level, I would look up and all I would see is dirt. But somehow on the pro level, I could look down, and I could only assume that the same goes for the layer above me. Now that I was adjusted to my surroundings, it was time to go searching for a place to buy a house. That was assuming that life still worked like that up here. When I took a look around, all I saw were the same identical buildings. Maybe this time I wouldn't be getting a mansion. But that's when I found a building that looked different, and it definitely didn't look like a house. When I walked inside the building, sure enough, it was a shop to buy a new house.
Hey, aren't you the noob who ranked up?
That would be me.
Oh yeah, I thought it was you. I'm selling houses today. Choose one you want to buy.
Let's go. It's time to buy my first house as a parkour pro. Let's see what these prices are. I can get one house for a 2-block jump. Oh, that's super cheap. All right, what is this one over here? I can get one house for a 2.5-block jump. Okay, that's a little more expensive. And this last one is one house for a 3-block. Wait, why are these all the same? All of these options are for the same house.
Oops, busted. I was trying to get a little more profit.
Why would anyone fall for that? Since there was only one house to buy, I obviously went with the cheapest option and bought my first house with a 2-block jump.
Congrats on buying your first house as a parkour pro. Let me
Wow.
take you to it.
Let's go. Since all the houses were identical, it was no surprise that I got one that looked like this.
You're all set to move in. Feel free to call the parkour delivery service if you want your jumps changed.
A parkour delivery service? Let's go. Being a parkour pro is awesome. The living room in my house had two
it's
one-block jumps.
It's like a slime block jump.
And the entire house itself was 3 stories tall. Looks like 3 jumps to get to my bed on the top floor.
Hey, it's your neighbor. Can I come in?
Oh, sure.
Thanks. You're that F-boat guy, right? You're the noob who beat the course and ranked up?
Yes.
Yeah, that's me. I'm the first one to do it, I guess.
I can't believe you're my neighbor. That's crazy.
Also, Darling in the Frank skin.
Well, you probably have questions
Hated that show.
about life up here, right? Anything you want to know?
Yeah, one actually. What happens when we fall? What is the punishment for missing a jump at the pro level?
You go down a level. If you miss a jump, you'll be a noob, and you'll have to beat the course again.
Okay, so I can never fall, noted. So who are the people above us then? What's above a pro?
It's probably best I just show you. Here, come with me.
My neighbor started
take
telling
him
me
up?
everything there was to know about parkour civilization. He brought me back to the
Yep, we're in
parkour
the
temple
temple.
where all the statues were. He explained how parkour civilization starts at the noob level, and at level 2, you become a parkour pro. Then, there were the parkour masters. If you were lucky enough to rank up, you get gold boots and you become a master. My neighbor said that parkour masters
Parkour
never come down to the pro
masters.
level, but if they do ever come down, it's a parkour pro's nightmare. He said the parkour masters are ruthless. And then he walked over to the largest statue, the one with the diamond boots. He said that this was the parkour champion. He said that most people
champ.
down here don't even believe that the champion is real, but the stories say there can only be one parkour champion. Whoever that was lives at the top of parkour civilization, which means if I was gonna make it to the top, I would have to become a parkour champion. My first day as a parkour pro was strange. For once, no one was at my door making me parkour
Tag
for
is
food,
so
but then the
angry.
question was, how do I get food now? Or what do I even do? I saw that there was another pro going somewhere, so I decided to follow him. Soon after, I saw another pro going in the same direction, which
They're
meant they
going
were
somewhere.
probably heading to something important. After jumping for a few minutes, I saw
Oh,
what they were
damn.
heading to. They were all heading to this massive structure in the distance. When I got
The
closer,
parkour
I saw
arena.
that there was a bunch of parkour pros lined up for something. Whatever this place was, these parkour pros were willing to do 2-block vertical jumps to get here. Fortunately, I didn't fail any of these jumps and I made it into the line. I must have woken up
Honestly,
late
it's so
to whatever
free.
this was because I was the last one to show up. At this point,
The 2-block vertical is so free now that he has sprint.
I didn't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, but that's when I saw what everyone was waiting in line for. There was a dispenser at the end of the structure. The pro in front of me
shit.
picked up 2 items, but the only thing I saw them holding was a
Paper.
piece of paper. What could be so valuable about that piece of paper that people would wait in line this long for? When it was my turn, I clicked the button, and I got a piece of steak. So this is how the parkour pros get food. Then
Ooh.
I received the piece of paper. The paper said farm work equals 15 minutes. And this is when I realized how life was different on the pro level of parkour civilization. Instead of parkouring for food like the noobs do, the pros parkour for work. Just like the guy who sold me my house,
They
the guards in
parkour
parkour
for
prison,
work?
or even the pros that fed me
That
every
makes
day.
no sense.
They
They're
were
just
all
making
just
shit up now.
completing their daily task that they got from this piece of paper. And now for my first daily task, I was assigned to work on the farm. Before this, I had never seen an animal in parkour civilization, but this
These
is
are the
the
other
place they were
parkour
all
beef.
kept. This place was responsible
Guys, for the cow to not be slaughtered, it has to do 5 1-block jumps.
for feeding all of the parkour pros and all of the parkour noobs. And it should be no surprise that in parkour civilization, even the animals had to do a
Guys, I was joking. I wasn't being serious. The animals have to do the parkour jumps.
parkour course. My daily task meant that I had to watch all of the animals that did the parkour course. Oh man, this job is terrible. Now I'm just gonna have to watch a cow fall off and die. Whoa, what the?
Holy
oh my god, this cow is
shit.
cooking. How did he even do that? The parkour pros only eat the meat from the animals that complete the parkour course. They say it enhances your parkour abilities.
Animals ain't
As
even
for the
safe.
other animals that don't make the course, well, that's where the meat comes from on the noob level.
Dude, it should have been so free for that chicken. They literally have a gliding.
And some noob's gonna have to eat that. Wow, I cannot say I missed that. Parkour pros do their daily tasks for a reason. Once you've completed the task that you got on your piece of paper, you take it to the training grounds. This place is basically
Training
the only reason parkour pros are incentivized to work. This is because this is the only place in parkour civilization where you can practice parkour without worrying about falling to the lower level. The entrance to the training grounds is blocked by a barrier, and the only way in is to throw in your slip of paper once you've completed the work. The daily task I completed gave me 15 15 minutes of practice time. That meant for the next 15 minutes, I could practice any parkour jump I could possibly think of. Here, you have the ability to build any parkour jump you want. But with this being my first day as a parkour pro, I didn't even know what I needed to practice. So I just decided to do the jumps that people left here. It seemed like a lot of the pros were practicing fence jumps, which are jumps I had little to no experience on. But what scared me the most is what I saw over here. Someone was practicing not one, but multiple 3-block vertical jumps. It almost seemed impossible to do even one. But if someone was practicing these jumps, that could only mean one thing, that the way up to become a parkour master would be nearly impossible. If I was gonna have any shot at ranking up to become a master, I was gonna have to spend much more time in here practicing. Another beautiful day, and I don't have to wake up to either raw chicken or raw beef. Even though I've only been here for a few days, I feel like I haven't really enjoyed myself yet. I mean, for once in my life, I don't even have to go outside to parkour for food. I don't even have to grab my piece of steak. I'll still have full hunger for days. And now, instead of being bullied by all the parkour pros like I was down at the noob level, I can just do anything I want and no one's here to punish me.
Hey, you want to come with me to get our daily jobs? I don't want to be late.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do my daily task. I think I'm just gonna chill today, honestly.
What? What do you mean you're gonna chill? You're not gonna get your daily tasks? Are you sure about that?
What? I mean, no one says we have to, so what's the problem?
I don't know. I just have never seen anyone not do their daily task.
Well, maybe I'm teaching the parkour pros that they don't have to parkour all the time. But later that day, I realized I made a huge mistake. What in the world is that sound?
Also, the cinematography is getting better. This is a crazy shot.
Bro, come on. I was just trying to sleep. Who keeps making that horn noise?
Dude, hurry. You gotta get out here now. Follow me and make sure you don't miss a jump.
Whoa. What's going on? Be late for what? Wait, where are you going? I started parkouring in the direction that my neighbor was going, and that's when I saw a bunch of parkour pros lined up, standing completely still. I had no clue what was going on, but I followed my neighbor, and soon I got in line with all of the other parkour pros. No one was saying anything. Hey, can you tell me what's going on?
Dude, don't say anything and look straight ahead.
Why? Can't someone just explain what's happening? But that's when it happened. Not too far ahead, someone dropped down from the sky.
You water bucket
It was a parkour master.
One of you was supposed to design a new course, but someone didn't do their task. Who was it?
Oh no, I'm done for.
Holy
Why does
shit.
this have to be me? I watched as the parkour master interrogated each and every one of the parkour pros, knowing that sooner or later, he was gonna show up where I was.
You. What was your
He
task?
teleported.
My task, I was selling houses to noobs on the bottom level.
Someone already did that task. Prepare for a parkour battle.
A parkour battle?
The parkour battles.
Holy shit. A parkour battle?
Starts now.
This is just great. Why does my first parkour battle have to be against a parkour master?
For my first attack, I'm attacking you with a 3-block jump.
Okay, a 3-block jump, that's doable. I think I can survive this round. In parkour civilization, it should be no surprise that people fight
So
each
you use,
other
like,
with
horse?
more parkour. If someone attacks you with a jump and you don't make it, you pay the price. Oh, this isn't good. I'm already down 4 hearts.
Fuck, dude.
I gave you an easy one, but I guess this is going to be over faster than I thought. Get ready for my next attack.
The worst part about parkour battles is you can't even attack your opponent until you defend one of their attacks. And by the looks of this next jump, I probably won't be attacking the parkour master at all.
Your turn. 4 blocks by 3 blocks diagonal jump.
Alright, here goes nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, this is so far. How did he do this first try? I was hoping I would get lucky, but luck wasn't on my side. The
guys,
second attack hit me, and I was down to 2
He's
hearts.
so done.
This is too fun for me. One more attack and you'll be gone forever.
The parkour master was right. If I failed to defend one more attack, it's game over for me. All I could hope for now is that the parkour master fails this last jump. That way, I could actually have a chance to attack.
Oh, shit.
No way he makes this first try. Oh god, he made it.
The
This
3
is
block,
it for
1
you,
block
Parkour
vertical.
Pro. A 3-block vertical jump to decide your fate.
This was it. My entire journey in parkour civilization came
we're
down to
lucky,
this one
he'll
jump,
miss the
and it was a
next jump in the
3-block
movie
vertical jump.
end.
I thought when I ranked up to become a parkour pro, my days of parkouring to survive were over, but I soon realized I knew nothing about parkour society. Even as a
He
pro, I wasn't
knew
even close to being
nothing.
at the top of parkour civilization. The parkour pros were the workers of society. Every day, we would get a new daily job to complete, and I found out the hard
Fucking lower middle class. Look at this. He's doing the blue collar jobs, the dirty work, everybody. He's just like you and me.
Hard way what happens if you skip your job, because the one day I didn't get my daily task, a parkour master came down and challenged me to a parkour.
Also, Tech, I have a really, based on the fact that there's still an hour left of this movie, I have a pretty good idea of what happens next.
Battle. And now I have to do the hardest jump I've ever done in my life if I want to live. This was it. All my work to rank up to become a parkour pro was going to be for nothing if I didn't make this jump. But at least I was going to die trying. I took a deep breath and I jumped. What? Is this real? I did it. I made a 3-block vertical jump.
You just bought yourself 5 more minutes of time, but we both know your fate. Get ready to attack
he knows
me.
his fate.
The parkour master was right. All I did was buy myself a little time. How was I going to be able to do a jump that...
Remember your training. Remember your training. It's the backwards jump. Hit him with the backwards jump. They can't do it.
the parkour master couldn't do. And if I make it too easy, the parkour master will just get another chance to attack me. I got lucky last time, but I don't think I'd survive another attack from the parkour master. For my first attack, I built a 1-block jump and I did a 360. Maybe, just maybe, there was a chance this would work.
That's too easy.
Wow, a 360? I've never done that before, but if you did it, it can't.
No way a parkour master has never done a 360 jump. Dude's a fucking parkour poser master. Dude.
Can't be that hard.
Let's go. He's never done it before. I needed him to fail this jump.
What? How? Who even does 360s? What is this?
By some miracle, my attack against the parkour master...
This is like pulling out the stupid shit in Horse. Where like you're losing and it's like, okay, now do it granny shot, one leg, behind the back and eyes closed. And like you hope you land it, and then it's like guaranteed they don't because it was pure luck.
Was successful. I think I found his weakness. He couldn't do a 360. This was my chance. I just had to make sure that I kept making my jumps. For my next attack, I built a 2-block jump. I've never even made this jump before, but my entire life depended on it. I jumped and I successfully made a 2-block
Holy shit, he almost fell off. That was way too close to the fucking edge.
jump with the 360.
This is ridiculous. How are you doing these jumps?
I watched as the parkour master tried to defend against my attack, but once again, the 360 was too difficult for him.
This can't be possible. How are you beating me?
Now, both the parkour master and I were at 2 hearts.
It's so crazy this is not a spectator sport. I would so be watching this shit. This is crazy. I mean, I am watching it.
Next person to land an attack would win the parkour battle. Alright, you ready for a 3-block jump with a 360?
No, stop. I yield. You win the parkour battle.
What? Are you serious? No, wait. I actually won the parkour battle? Somehow I beat a parkour master.
Because you beat me, I have something that can help you rank up to become a parkour master.
I could become a parkour master? The master said that the course to becoming a parkour master would be impossible, but he had something that could help me along the way. He pulled out an item and threw it on the ground. I went to pick it up and I figured out that it was a totem of undying. He said somewhere in the course there is a jump that I won't survive, and I'll know it when I see it. He told me to go attempt the course to rank up and find this jump. He said to find any information about the secret to completing that jump, because if I can figure out how to make the jump, I could rank up to become a parkour master. This was insane. Earlier today, I didn't even know parkour battles existed, and somehow I won my first battle. Not just against anyone, but a parkour master. And now I actually have a reason to go back to the parkour temple and try to do the course to become a parkour master. I didn't like thinking about the fact that that wasn't the course to rank up. That was just the path to get up to the temple. But I wasn't going to make the journey up the temple just yet. Not only did I need food to get my health back, but I needed to do my daily task. I barely escaped with my life after missing 1 day of work, so I wasn't going to do that again. And today, my task was feed the noobs. I realized after all this time of being a parkour pro, I've never made my way back down to the noob level yet. I wonder if anything's changed down there since I ranked up. If you're a pro in Parkour Civilization and you fall, you'll lose your rank and become a noob again.
Is there a secret way up and down?
But you can still go down to the lower level. There's just a different way. This is the first time I'd been back to this part of the parkour temple since I ranked up, And now that I was a pro, I had access to a different doorway that I've never seen before.
shit.
This new path led to a giant staircase that would take me back down to the noob level. If I missed one of these jumps, I would for sure die, but fortunately, 1-block jumps are too easy for me now that I'm a parkour pro. When I got to the bottom, I collected everything I needed in order for me to complete my daily task. It's crazy to think that I'm still the only one to have ever completed this course, but the barrier I used still should be there, so maybe someone else will. This is so strange. I once lived in this neighborhood. That was once my mansion, and now as a parkour pro, I can see what it really looks like from down here. When I lived here, I was the only one that lived in my neighborhood, or at least the only one left. So does anyone live here anymore? Hello? Anyone home? Okay, I guess not. Maybe someone bought my mansion? I don't know. Hello? Anyone here?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Oh, no
Somebody
way,
lives in
someone
the
actually
mansion.
does live here. All right, time to set up the jumps. Let's see, 1-block jump for raw chicken, and then the 1-block vertical jump for raw beef. Man, I can't believe I'm actually doing this job now. All right, mandatory parkour check.
Oh, great. It's you.
Oh
You're
my
a
god.
parkour noob now? Weren't you just at my house? Yeah, you delivered my parkour to me. So what happened?
What do you think happened, genius?
He
You just paid me a
fell.
huge tip, and I was so happy. And then I fell out the front door.
Hey man, well, you know, I ranked up, so you could too. All right, so now you have to choose your
You
jump.
think I don't know what to do already? Just let me jump for my food in peace.
Hey, I feel like I remember being in a situation that was just like this. You really think I could rank up to be a parkour pro?
Not a chance. You're a parkour noob. And you think you're so good now. Just
Holy
wait
shit,
till I
guys.
rank up.
Oh, shoot. Oh, man, that sucks. Dang,
Well,
now he has to spend another 50 years in
50 years
parkour
in the prison,
Oh, well.
everybody.
After only finding 2 noobs to feed, I went back to the other neighborhood where I found the old man. It just seemed so weird that he disappeared out of nowhere. I wanted to see if there's a chance that he
Took the
came
chicken
back,
also.
but when I got
Trust
to the
me, the
house,
chicken's
a
not gonna do him
parkour
much.
master walked out the front door. Luckily, I wasn't spotted. What was a parkour master doing all the way at the noob level?
Guys, I think the parkour master might be on him. He might not be a betrayal, but he's definitely going to be an antagonist, 100%. Not just like a side character. He's going to be pretty important, the parkour master. Because he knows something's up. He's like, he was in this house and then magically became, you know, a parkour pro. Right?
And why did he come from this house? When I thought the coast was clear, I made my way over. This couldn't be a coincidence. This is the only house I've seen with a secret room, and now a parkour master shows up here? Does the master even know about the secret room? I went to go inside, but something was
It's
wrong. There was
gone.
no secret doorway. It was gone. I was sure this was the right house. That parkour master must have came here to block up the entrance. I sat there thinking about why the parkour master would do that, but nothing made sense to me. But that didn't matter to me right now. Now that I finished my daily task, it was time to try the course to rank up to become a parkour master and find this impossible jump.
Hell
I
yeah.
got back up to the pro level, dropped off my daily task paper, and got ready to climb the parkour temple. Now I had one thing to worry about, and that was making this initial course to get into
Yeah,
the
these are
temple.
the
I wasn't
3-block
worried about falling.
verticals.
I was worried about wasting my totem of undying. The parkour master said that I would not survive the impossible jump. So if I got to that jump with no totem of undying, then this entire journey would be for nothing. I scaled my way up the side of the parkour
Imagine he
temple
dies
until
right
I
now.
got to the very top. Most of the jumps were 2-block vertical jumps, but towards the end, I had to
2
make
blocks.
this 3-block jump. Now, I couldn't
I thought they were
afford to make
3-block
any
verticals
mistakes. That's when I
most
made
of
the
them.
last jump and I was inside the parkour temple. What's crazy is that none of those jumps were a part of the real course to rank up. This was the real course.
Honestly, this
Already
does not
at
look
first
that bad.
glance, I was seeing blocks I've never seen used in parkour
it's just
before,
trees,
but I
chill
was
out.
expecting that. There's a reason why almost no pros even attempt this course, and that's because it's so dangerous. Fence jumps, trapdoor jumps, and ladder jumps. The jumps just kept getting harder and harder the more I looked at it. But I wasn't here to rank up. All I was here to do was find the impossible jump that the
I'm so
parkour
EB
master told me
sleepy.
about. If I find this jump and study it like he told me to, maybe I have an actual chance of becoming a
actually gonna- I
parkour
was gonna take a
master.
nap before
I
stream
climbed to
today,
the
but
top of the ladder,
couldn't.
and now I was really
sad.
at the start of the course. Any fall from this height would result in death. And of course, I have to do fence jumps as the very first section. I
fence
held out my
jumps, a
totem of
classic.
undying, and I climbed on the course to begin. Fence jumps were my worst nightmare, but so far I've made 3 in a row. But I soon realized that's all I needed to
Fence
do
jump
because
vertical?
I think I
3
found
block?
the impossible jump. What is this jump? Is this a 4-block vertical fence jump? There's no way this is the right way, right? But there was nowhere else to go. This was clearly
He's
the
gonna
right
die.
path,
He's
but
gonna
this
die.
jump was... It had to be impossible. Well, the master gave me a totem for a reason. I attempted the jump, but got nowhere close to even making it. That was it. That was my one chance to use the totem of undying, and I'm just hoping that that was the jump he was talking about. Now, I had to study the jump, and I knew just the way to do that. Fortunately, it was my neighbor who was working as the parkour delivery service today. Hey, I need a jump built in my house. Follow me. I need to show you what it looks like. Alright, so for the jump I need built, it's kind of a little ways away.
Aw, man. Is the parkour jump all the way up there?
Yeah, it's fine. I'll tip you good. Just follow me. I brought my neighbor all the way up into the parkour temple and showed him the jump I wanted him to build. Since the jump was complicated, he placed down a block that copies every block on this jump. And after paying for his services, I now have this impossible parkour jump inside my own house. Now I can study this jump every single day. It turns out the jump was a 3-block vertical jump, but with the fences, it turns into a 4-block. It was actually impossible. So what was I missing here? I couldn't just practice this jump because parkour civilization laws state all jumps inside your home must have a risk of dying. So practicing wasn't gonna be my best option. This doesn't make any sense. I'll think about it tomorrow, I guess. I was gonna leave it, but that's when I slipped. No! For my entire life, I've been parkouring to survive.
Alright. Run it back, everybody. Run it back. We're back to noob.
That's how any of us survive in parkour civilization. If you don't make the jumps, you pay the price. But no matter how many people I've seen fall, that never stopped me from believing that I could parkour all the way to the top of society. I was the first noob to ever rank up to...
Do you think he gets clutched? Do you think he, for my entire life,
become a parkour pro? I beat a parkour master in my first parkour battle, and I even found the impossible jump that the parkour master...
What kind of fuck civilization? This must have a risk of dying. You know, the thing is, you know, if you take the value, well, the risk of dying is the value of a parkour jump. I think technically what they've done is they've really put a value on human life, which if you really want to think about it, that's kind of fucked. Somehow parkour civilization has put a value on human life by putting it at risk, and these, you know, at-risk situations are what give parkour jumps value. And then that can be used to purchase goods and services. That's crazy, man.
Told me to look for. The worst part is I was so close. I actually thought I could be a champion one day, but one jump can change everything. No! I thought I was dead until I wasn't. What? How am I alive? My journey in parkour civilization should have ended. I was supposed to die there, but a barrier block caught my fall. This barrier block had to have been placed by someone, right? Unless it wasn't. The guy who came to deliver parkour used a device that copied every single block from the impossible jump. That had to be it. The barrier was from the impossible jump. This is what the parkour master wanted me to find. It was the way to get past the impossible jump. And now that I know about it, I can actually rank up to become a parkour master. This means I was gonna have to prepare. I couldn't believe it.
Also, question. What's stopping you from taking this copier, copying one block right above it, and then just building staircases?
Just a few minutes ago, I was about to fall down back to the noob level and become a parkour noob forever. And now I'm preparing to rank up again to become a parkour master. Alright, let's see what my daily task is today. Parkour course building. Okay, definitely cannot skip that. The last time...
Oh, Yumi, have you not been here since you became a parkour pro? Yumi, he's about to become a parkour master, might I add. So basically... where we are right now,
I tried skipping my daily task. I was assigned parkour course building, and that resulted in a parkour master challenging me to a parkour battle where I barely survived, so I'm not going to do that again. So far, this was the first time I've done a daily task that was located in parkour prison, and the only way to get there is by jumping in the void. Ever since I escaped this prison, I've never been back, and now I'm working here.
Oh, finally you're here. I thought you were never going to show up. The parkour masters want another glass course made, and make sure you don't make the jumps too easy. There's only 2 noobs left in parkour prison, so I'll just grab one of them to do the course.
There's only 2 noobs left in parkour prison? I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. In parkour civilization, the parkour pros are responsible for building new parkour courses for the parkour masters. And since the pros would never want to try these courses on their own, the prisoners of parkour prison are used instead. No way, it's you again!
And you think you're so good now. Just wait till I rank up.
Oh, shoot! I'm sorry, man, but you gotta be the one to do random parkour testing.
This guy has gone through such an arc. He was the guy who gave him the beef first and, you know, pitched the question. He was a parkour pro. then fell after he put in the slime block jump, then fell again after he tried to get the beef from his noob house, and now he's fucking stuck in parkour prison for the next 50 years.
Today.
Why can't you pick the old guy? He's like 100 years old.
Look, man, I don't make the rules.
Wait, the old guy? He's here?
You just got to do the course.
He's in parkour
This
prison?
is too easy. I'm making it out of here.
No. Oh, no, he's gone for real this time. All right, daily task completed. One step closer to becoming a
That's a
parkour
character
master.
May you save us all, F-Bo.
After a few more days of completing more daily tasks,
Holy
I was
shit.
getting closer to attempting the course to...
Hold on, let me check. Yeah.
After a few more days of completing more daily tasks, I was getting closer to attempting the course to rank up to become a master. I had been planning this out carefully. I wasn't just gonna go into the hardest parkour course of my life unprepared. I had saved 4 of my daily task papers to
He gets
take
an
to the
hour to
parkour
practice.
training grounds. As a parkour pro, each daily task you complete gives you 15 minutes of practice time. Since I saved up, I have now 1 hour to practice as much parkour as I could. This would probably be one of the last times I could parkour without worrying about dying. Because once I stepped
he had
foot
a
into the parkour temple to
purposely do
become a
that,
master, there would be
'cause he
no
had no
turning
reason
back.
to fall.
All of this preparation is relying on the fact that there actually is a secret path to get past the impossible jump. But I've come too far and I've been through too much to give up now. I have to believe there's a way to rank up. I tried practicing every jump that I remembered from the parkour temple. Most of the jumps I saw were either fences, trapdoors, or ladders, and I used my
Alright.
entire time in the training grounds practicing those jumps. By the end of the hour, I felt like I had unlocked parkour abilities I've never had before. I was speedrunning through fence jumps and trapdoor jumps easily. 3-block jumps weren't even a challenge for me by the end of my training, and that's how
Holy
I knew
shit.
that it was time to head to the parkour temple
his
and
training
do
arc,
the
everybody.
course to become a parkour master.
Yes, sir. He's heading to the parkour temple now. Don't worry, sir.
Oh,
I
the
have something
spy.
planned. I can promise you he's not making it out alive.
This was it. It was time to start the journey up the parkour temple. The last time I made this climb, I had a totem of undying for a second chance. But this time around, there would be no second chances. This was my last and only run. If I don't make every single one of these jumps in the parkour course, this would be the last view I ever have of parkour civilization. But that's how parkour life is. You either rise or you fall. You can never stay in the same place. And I had decided that I was going to be the one to rise. I got to the top of the ladder and it was time to start the parkour course. Any fall from this height would be the death of me. But the fence jumps weren't what I was worried
Okay,
about.
he has to
It
hit the
was
barrier.
this,
He has
the
to hit the barrier.
impossible jump. This is when I find out if the secret path is real or not. I studied where the barrier block was in my house. If I wanted to land on the barrier, I would have to walk off the fence. If I jumped, I would miss the block. And that's assuming
Parkour
it was
masters
even
get
there.
elytras?
But
I
there's
doubt
only
it.
one way to find out. I walked off the ledge and I was alive, was here. The secret path was real. Now I knew it was possible. It was possible to become a parkour master. I looked around
shit.
for where to go next and I saw the outline of a barrier 3 blocks to my left. And I saw the staircase of barriers that would lead up back onto the
Oh my
parkour course.
God.
I've never done invisible parkour before, but there's a first time for everything. I made the 3-block jump and I was on the secret path. I didn't understand. Did someone make the secret path or was the course designed like this from the beginning? Either way, however the secret path got there, it got me back on the course. And now I was gonna have to make every jump first try. Thankfully, I got past the fence section, but now I was on the trapdoors. Trapdoors were only a quarter of the size of a regular block, meaning if I missed the jump by
It's
even a
gotta be
little,
way less
it would
than
be
a
game
quarter.
over. This next jump was a 3-block diagonal jump.
that's
I
not
didn't
a
practice this
quarter of a
jump,
block,
but I
is it?
made it. I had made it past the trapdoors, but now I was on the regular doors. I had almost no experience with door jumps, but I knew I had to be careful. If I wasn't paying attention and I opened
feel like
one of
these
the
weight
doors the
charges,
wrong
that'd be
way,
so
I
dope,
could get
actually.
knocked off, and there would be no totem of undying to save me this time. The jumps kept getting harder and harder, and each jump I felt like I was barely hanging on the
Honestly, you could clip through the door.
edge. But it didn't matter, as long
Yeah,
as
like
I was
that. Why didn't you just do that before? It'd be so much easier.
staying on the course. One by one, I kept making the jumps and I was getting higher and higher off the ground. The last door jump was a 3.5 block jump. It was far, but it wasn't going to be the jump that stopped me from ranking up. I didn't like thinking about the fact that
as
this course had no
sabotages.
room for error. When I ranked up
see that.
before, at least the course had blocks to potentially break my fall, but here, there was nothing that could save me. Luckily, I made it past the door section, and
Oh,
now
shit.
I was
Ladder
onto
jumps
the
are
ladder
hard. I
section.
hate these.
Everything was going smoothly until I found something I've never seen before. Is this jump even possible? This is a 2-block vertical jump. I've never seen this jump before, but I figured it had to be possible. I went for it and I made it. And that's when I saw one of the hardest jumps I've ever seen. Oh no, this could be the end of me. Come on, please hang on. Oh,
So crazy. It's like, this is the hardest jump I've ever seen. And as soon as I finish it, this is the other hardest jump that I've ever seen.
That was too close. I was inches away from slipping off the ladder, but by some miracle, I was still on the course. Now, I was parkouring on fully grown trees. I didn't even know trees still existed in parkour civilization, but I didn't have time to focus on that right now. I was looking at the last jumps,
really
and I realized I was almost at the top. I was actually gonna do it. All right, where do I jump to now? What is going on? Wait, no! I was too late to realize. I opened my eyes and I was still on the tree with 2 hearts left. What happened? Was that a part of the course?
That is impressive. I thought the TNT would do the trick, but you just want to stay alive.
What the? Who are you? What are you doing here? I'm so confused. What is going on?
Oh, please don't tell me you thought you were gonna rank up. You were a noob. You don't belong up there. You could never be a parkour master. You belong at the bottom level. You were a noob. You were born to be one, and you'll always be one. And now
the fucking Minecraft parkour civilization class system is kind of heavy.
Gotta finish the job. Prepare for a parkour battle.
Oh god, a parkour battle is not what I need right now. I only have 2 hearts left. That means if I fail to defend any parkour attack, that will be the end of me. And to think I actually had a chance of ranking up.
Say goodbye to parkour civilization. The battle starts now. I attack you with a 2-block diagonal vertical jump.
Whoever this was severely underestimated me. I've beaten a master in a parkour battle, and I sure wasn't gonna get out to a jump like that.
There's no point in fighting back. Your fate is inevitable.
I didn't listen to the parkour pro. I knew that as long as I could parkour, I was still in this. Now, I couldn't afford to play it safe. I needed an attack that would finish him once and for all, and that meant doing a jump I've never done before. Come on, please make it. I did it.
No, what was that? What was that jump?
Well, that would be a 2-block downwards backwards jump. Wait, sorry, I messed up. It's actually a 2-block downwards backwards diagonal jump. This was it. The pro lined up at the edge of the block and jumped backwards.
Come on, please. No!
I did it. I won the parkour battle.
You won.
But against who? That was just a parkour pro. Why was another pro?
Okay, so this is exactly like Sword Art Online, where Kirito fucking gets the dual wield skill and nobody else has the dual wield skill, and like it just insta kills everyone. This is literally just Sword Art Online. It's even exactly the same with the fucking tower. He made Sword Art Online. Sorry, I'll digress. Enough about me
trying to attack me. And why did they not want me to rank up? What was all that stuff he was saying about how I was born to be at the bottom? There was too much to think about, but I had to set that aside because now I still had to worry about surviving the parkour course. And not even just the parkour jumps. Who knows if there are more traps waiting for me ahead? I took a look at the rest of the course. I could see the final stretch of jumps, and all I had to do now was a slime block jump. Let's go. All the days I was using my custom slime block jump to get to my bed were just practice for this moment. I jumped and I made it. Now I was standing on one of the final jumps of the course, and I could see the doorway up ahead. And now were the 3-block vertical jumps, but I've been practicing for this moment. I used my momentum to do all 5 jumps in a row. In less than 10 jumps, I would be a parkour master.
I see how you do the chains. You zigzag across. So it's like diagonal verticals.
Now I was at a tricky part. I've never even seen chain jumps before, but compared to surviving a surprise attack and parkour battle, it was nothing to me anymore. I made the final chain jump, and I was 1 jump away from becoming a parkour master. This was it. This was what everything was leading up to. The old man that helped me, the parkour master that gave me the totem, they all wanted me to make it to this point, and I wasn't gonna let them down. I jumped and I made it. I did it. I actually did it. I turned around and looked at how high I was.
1 hour in and he's become a parkour master already.
Was off the ground. I had beaten the course that no pro even.
From noob to prison to master. No, from noob to prison to noob to pro to master.
Attempts to do, and now I'm about to rank up. Once I step through these doors, I will no longer be a parkour pro. I will be a parkour master. The door opened, revealing an entirely different room. All of the walls were made up of quartz. What was society even gonna look?
Actually, it's a mix of quartz, calcite, and concrete. So,
like up here. I couldn't describe it, but everything was so perfect compared to the layers down below. I looked over and I saw a lava parkour jump with dispensers in the middle.
2 hours of
oh, I know what this is. This would hopefully be the last time I ever have to wear pro boots again. I took off my boots and threw them in the lava. And now I just gotta make sure I don't fail this jump. I jumped through the dispensers and I was equipped
and chiseled quartz. I'm saying that he said quartz. Yes, then there's also quartz pillars and quartz bricks and smooth quartz and non-smooth quartz.
with golden boots. I was now officially a parkour master. The last time I ranked up to become a pro, there were people working in the parkour temple, but now I don't see anyone here. I realized how different society was between the noob and pro levels, so how much different could this society be?
And
well,
stairs.
I guess
Can't
there's
forget
only
those.
one way to find out. I walked up the stairs and I started to see the inside of the parkour temple. Alright, I think I'm ready to see what society's like up here. I walked up the stairs into the parkour master society. Oh my... Becoming a master of parkour civilization wasn't easy. I had to risk
Yes, it's just normal quartz. You can smooth quartz blocks by smelting them. It's actually very nice. It's a great texture.
my life finding a way past an impossible jump. I had to complete
And, the
parkour
alternative smooth quartz is non-smooth quartz, or just quartz blocks.
jumps that I've never even done before. I even had to survive a surprise.
Oh my god! Can I just mention this real quick? I was watching TikTok today. This kid, it's a clip of the streamer Destiny. Do I think Destiny's a good guy? Not really. But I was watching this clip. He's debating a 15-year-old Trump supporter because the guy cannot, debate anyone his own age. Anyway, he's debating the 15-year-old Trump supporter, and they're talking about jobs overseas, right? And the kid says, he's like, they're going to put tariffs on, foreign products, so it brings all the production back to the United States. Destiny's response is, well, what are you going to do when, your middle-class citizens of the United States now can't pay for items anymore? They can't pay for food or anything because, it's produced in the United States and it's now significantly more expensive. And the kid's like, it's not going to be more expensive. He's like, it's not going to be more expensive if you move production from China to the United States. It's like, it's just going to be less cheap. Honestly, hysterical claim. I understand what he was going for. I see where his thought process is going, but saying it's not going to be more expensive, it's going to be less cheap, is honestly one of the funniest things ever.
Attack while trying to rank up, but no matter what challenge I faced, nothing stopped me from ranking up to become a parkour master. Now I get to be the first parkour pro to see what society is like up here. Oh my, this is what parkour civilization looks like as a master.
Shit,
up
dude.
here, only the best of the best can survive all of the
Look at
jumps.
the
One missed
highways.
jump and I would rank down back to a parkour pro, and all
Dude, we
of my
can't even
work
see the
to get
noobs
up
from
here
up here.
would have been for nothing. And now it looks like I'm gonna be fighting for my life every jump. As a parkour noob, I only had to do 1-block jumps. When I became a pro, those 1-block jumps turned into 2-block jumps. And now as a parkour master, everywhere I look is a 3-block
Holy
jump.
shit.
Except now up here, there are parkour highways. It seemed like taking the highway was a little easier since the glass jumps were about 2.5 blocks. I was expecting life to be different up here, but I did not think it would look like this. I mean, were these even
Used to buy a
houses?
house.
These were more like skyscrapers. Wait, could I actually buy a skyscraper as a master? I looked up and way up high, I saw a parkour master easily making the
Oh,
jumps.
shit,
And
it's
just when
the-
I thought he was gonna die from fall damage, he just caught himself with a water bucket and moved on. I've never heard of water bucket parkour being a thing, but that's when I remembered the parkour master that I battled came down the same way. So parkour masters can use water to never take fall damage? Alright, well it looks like I gotta go find myself a water bucket. I made my way over to what looked like to be some sort
he
of
not get
parkour
food?
staircase, and this
I think
definitely
he-
didn't look like
he
an easy
probably will.
staircase to climb.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Oh no, my first day as a parkour master and I'm already in trouble? I turned around but didn't see anybody until a parkour master dropped down out of nowhere.
God.
It seems like you're new here. You should probably get off the staircase if you don't have your water bucket yet.
Okay, I'm not gonna fight back on this one, not trying to make enemies on my first day. The master explained that I shouldn't be going up high without a water bucket because one missed jump and I'll die from fall damage. And he
That is
said
true, he has on
masters
2
never
hearts.
die from fall damage. Okay, so how do I get a water bucket then?
Do you even have a house yet?
No?
Alright, buddy, you should probably get a house first. Like that one over there. You need something on the ground level. Something where you don't have to go up high for.
Are you serious? These are actually houses? Okay, so how do I get a house? The master showed me the building where I could buy my parkour skyscraper.
You're new here. I'll help you out a little bit. I'm kind of rich, so just take this and hopefully that will help you buy your first house.
You're rich? Wait, what does that mean? It was already clear that I knew nothing about what life was like up here. The parkour master dropped me 5 oak blocks. Why would he drop me these? Wait, how how much is a skyscraper gonna cost? I made my way over to the shop where I was gonna buy my first house as a parkour master. I walked inside and this store looked nothing like all of the other shops I bought houses from. Instead, there was just one giant hole in the middle. Okay, don't tell me I have to do this jump to buy a skyscraper. Is this even possible?
Okay, clearly you have no idea how this works. You have to build your jump, buddy.
Let's go. I could build my own jump to pay for my house.
Custom
Now
jump.
I understand why the parkour master gave me these blocks. All right, what am I gonna build? Wait, how do I even know this is gonna be enough to buy the house? Can't you just tell me how much the house costs?
No, that's your job. Just warning you, if you don't pay enough, I'm not gonna sell you a house.
Okay, I have to guess the price. That's just great. Let's just hope this 3-block diagonal jump works. Nice. All right, did I get the house?
Bro, you're kidding, right? You're trying to buy a skyscraper. Why would you think that would work? If I had a dirt house to sell, I wouldn't even give it to you for that.
Okay, that's not good. Now I just wasted 3 of the blocks I had. How am I possibly gonna make a jump hard enough to buy a skyscraper with 1 block? Okay, let's see. This is a 3-block jump and then into a 2-block jump. Oh god, I have an idea and I don't like it. But if I'm gonna buy a parkour skyscraper, I think this is my only choice. This is such a bad idea. Why am I doing this? Whatever, I'm just gonna go for it. 1, 2. Oh, I cannot believe I just made that.
I've never even seen a 360, but you just paid me with 2 in a row.
That was 2 in a row, 360, 3-block, and 2-block? Dude. He's like the fucking messiah. He's the parkour messiah.
Bro, this is incredible. Let me show you to your parkour skyscraper.
If there's one thing I know
Better be
about
the
life in
best one,
parkour
dude.
civilization, it's that a 360 can solve everything.
All right, here's your new house.
I have to be the first person in history to have bought a house on the noob level, the pro level, and the master level. I cannot wait to
How'd you
check
get
this out.
in?
Wait, how do I even get up here?
Oh, yeah, usually when people buy this house, they water bucket from all the way up there to get inside.
I have to jump from all the way up there just to get up 1 block?
No, since you paid me a lot, I'll help you out.
The guy told me I could use this block instead of water bucketing, but he said as a parkour master, if you're caught using this, everyone will make fun of you. That means I'm gonna have to get a water
Parkour
bucket before
bullying.
I become a social outcast up here. All right, time to check out the biggest house I've ever bought in parkour civilization. The downside about being a parkour master is every jump in my life is now so much harder. The houses up here had so many more spaces to fall through. I even had to
How many
jump
times
if I
do you
wanted
think
to
he
go on the
missed the
couch.
jump?
But that's what it means
Just
to
like
be a
recording
master in
this.
parkour civilization. Parkour masters are never supposed to fall, no matter how hard the jump is. So I guess I have to do all these glass jumps every time I want to get to
Obviously,
the top
he's
floor of
probably
my
flying,
house.
but, you
When I
know.
climbed up the ladder, I was in my very
don't
own
even get a
garden.
floor,
I didn't
yeah.
even know nature like this still existed in parkour civilization, but now I have it in my house. This entire level of civilization was still so crazy to me. I couldn't even believe half of the things I was seeing. Never in my life would I have thought I would have to swim up a waterfall to get to the top floor of my house. I was so amazed by everything around me that I didn't even pay attention to the fact that I was at 2 hearts. If I missed one of these jumps and took fall damage,
Free
it
beef,
might
free
be the
beef,
end
free
of me.
beef.
But I'm a master now, so I never miss jump. No! I missed 1 parkour jump and I took 1 heart of damage, leaving me with 1 heart left. I was so
dude.
focused on buying a house that I didn't even realize I had no food or no regeneration. I was still suffering the consequences from the ambush at the parkour temple. Now that I had time to process the situation, there was no way that person acted alone. Someone didn't want me to rank up, and whoever that is still out there. I didn't know. Maybe it was another parkour master, or maybe it was someone else. All I knew is that I was gonna have to figure out something quick if I wanted to survive. If I missed 1 more jump, my entire journey would be for nothing. So if I was gonna have any chance at
Holy shit,
surviving, I was
guys.
gonna need to find a place to get food. I went down the parkour highway until I saw a massive building in the distance. I was just hoping that this was a place to get food because I had 4 hunger bars left, and I don't even want to think about what might happen if I lose the ability to sprint.
All right, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. It's gonna take me 3 seconds. I'll be right back. Sorry, I drank too much water. By the way, we have about 40 minutes left in the movie tonight. 40 minutes. It's barely even started. All right, be right back. And we're gonna have to watch the second one at some point. Maybe it'll be like a Discord exclusive. Who knows? Let's see. I don't know if I want to watch both on stream. All right, BRB. I'm back. Hi, everybody. Time to re-enter Parkour Civilization. The Parkour Movie Challenge. Oh, by the way, I do want to actually check this real quick. Can I get Social Blade up? I want to see how much this guy's channel has grown since the boom. It's Evbo. Evbo on here, YouTube. Okay, and if we go to subscribers, we can see that he's gaining 10K quite quickly. Look at this. Just monthly gained video views, monthly gained subscribers. Oh, it's actually not a ton. He gained a lot back in March of 22, December of 23, and July of 24. I'm expecting another spike though pretty soon. If the latest one is September, October should be massive for him. It's gonna be huge. All right, enough of this. Okay, here's the second movie right over here. There's also other ones. There's PvP Civilization, which is a little bit shorter. 25 million views in the movie. I became the guys. Spoiling.
I walked into the building and so far I didn't see anything that resembled food. All I saw were dispensers and hoppers on the wall. All of the dispensers had different types of parkour items listed above them. Maybe this was a place I could go and get more blocks to build more jumps. Or maybe not. Why don't these machines even work? I'm not getting anything.
Hey, buddy, you're not seriously trying to rob the parkour bank, are you?
The parkour bank? I already knew parkour was how people paid each other in Parkour Civilization, but this was different. Someone walked up with a piece of paper and put it into the dispenser. In exchange, they got wood blocks for it. I realized the paper the guy put into the dispenser was something I was already familiar with. It must have been a daily task paper, which means not even being a parkour master can get me out of work. On the other side of the bank, I saw a staircase that was definitely too hard to do with one heart left.
Hey man, I don't mean to assume anything, but the top floor is for people with money. You can come back when you're rich though.
How does every parkour master know that this is my first day here? Alright, well I found the bank, but that didn't help me at all. The situation was getting worse as I kept going on. I was now down to 3.5 hunger bars. If I didn't get food within a few minutes, I would lose my sprint, and every 3-block jump
Please rewind, there's a bed.
This is parkour master thing, but the top floor that was definitely too hard to do with one heart left.
Hey man, I don't mean to assume anything, but the top floor is for people with money. You can come back when you're rich though.
How does every parkour master know that this is my first day here? Alright, well I found the bank, but that didn't help me at all. The situation was getting worse as I kept going on.
I'm not seeing a bed. Where is that? Oh great, now it's frozen. Jeez.
A parkour master can get me out of work. On the other side of the bank, I saw a staircase that was definitely with. Alright, well, I'm now down to 3.5 hunger bars. If I didn't get food within a few minutes, I would lose my sprint, and every 3-block jump that I've been doing would be impossible. Okay, I really hope this place sells food.
Yeah, this is the place for food. You just gotta build your jump.
Oh, this is it. I'm done for. I have no blocks left. I have no way of paying for anything in Parkour Civilization. I'm gonna be the first parkour master in history to starve. How embarrassing is that? Wait a minute. Unless parkour can be used for anything, and that includes bribing parkour pros. Could I bribe a
Guys, that was actually a worthwhile flashback. I kind of forgot that bribery exists.
Parkour master for food? Would that work? I mean, maybe
Bro. How did I time it so perfectly? Oh yeah, by the way, that wasn't a bed, that was a banner scroll.
What the? Where did that person just come from? Oh my god, she probably fell from all the way up there. Well, oh well, free blocks for me. Let's go, I'm saved. In my entire time in Parkour Civilization, I've never even seen ice jumps. But now wasn't the time to be scared of jumps. I needed the food. Alright, what does 2 3-block ice jumps get me?
Dude, you seriously paid that much?
Wait, what do you mean paid that much? Did I pay a lot? Ice jumps were apparently worth a lot in Parkour Civilization because I got 64 golden carrots.
Please come back, bro, anytime.
Let's go, I'm not gonna be the first parkour master in history to starve. Now, I actually have a chance to start living life as a parkour master. I don't even know what to do now. Do I go to work? Or do I get a water bucket? Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting a water bucket. I took the parkour highway until I found a different building. Hopefully, this would be the place where I could get a water bucket, because it didn't really seem like I was a parkour master until I got one. I walked into the building and I saw a giant glass staircase with a small platform on top. And on the floor, it looked like there was some sort of target.
You're here for a water bucket?
Oh, yeah. Is this the place I get one?
You don't just get one, you pay for one with your life. Climb up to the top of the staircase and grab a water bucket. If you make it, you keep it.
Of course, I have to risk my life yet again. Getting a water bucket was the only thing different in Parkour Civilization. Usually, you pay for everything with parkour, but not this time. It didn't matter though. The fear of death never stopped me before.
Yes, sir. Somehow he ranked up. I don't know.
Oh,
it doesn't
shit.
matter. Maybe he dies from the water
More
bucket,
ops.
but if he doesn't, we'll be there to stop him.
I somehow made it to the top of the glass staircase. I can confidently say that stairs are the worst thing about being a parkour master.
In the first 50 seconds, he says more than 15 parkours. If you guys don't mind, we have, what, like, still 40 minutes left in this. I'm going to take this video and I'm going to send it to, like, a YouTube to transcript. Yeah, free YouTube transcript generator. And I hope... Holy shit, it actually got it all. I have the full transcript. So if I control G, parkour. Alright, here's the deal. Whoever gets closest to the number of times he says parkour in this, I will, infinite brownie points. Infinite brownie points. Just give me your best guess. I will do it as we
But right now, stairs were the least of my worries. I opened the chest to see a bunch of water buckets. The only way I'm going to be able to keep one of these is if I go for the water bucket jump and make it successfully. If I make it, I'll have the ability to unlock an entirely new level of parkour. And if I don't, well, my entire journey's been for nothing. But that's the way life is in Parkour Civilization. You jump to survive. And I happen to be pretty good at it. Why did I do this to myself? I should have never ranked up. Life as a parkour noob was so much easier. I gotta say, life as a parkour master is awesome. I mean, this is what it's like being at the top of Parkour Civilization.
No way. Did I seriously just catch another master doing a 1-block jump to get to his house?
No, I don't even know how this got here. Okay, now I have to start going to my house the real way, and that means taking a trip on the parkour staircase. Here in Parkour Civilization, masters should never be seen
400 is too low. 400 is too low.
Doing 1-block jumps. If you're caught, you will basically become a laughingstock in Parkour City. I tried keeping the 1-block jump to my house for as long as possible because I was avoiding getting to my house the real way. And that's because the real...
Okay, 659 is incredibly close. It's like scary close. It's a little bit lower.
The way to my house sucks. If I miss even one of these water bucket jumps, it would be game over for me. But everyone up here knows that the best parkour masters never take fall damage. And I was gonna be one of the best. Please don't let me die. Oh, thank you.
Nice.
All that just to get to my house. But
652. It's actually 647. They say parkour 647 times. How many times did it say jump? Jump is said 408 times. Here's a fun question. Parkour, how many times do you say civilization? $121 times civilization. One last check here. You know what's so crazy? He says parkour 640 times. He says the word the 1,000 times more. That's like scary close. The is the most spoken word in the entire English language. And the difference is only 1,000 words.
But this is the price I paid to become a parkour master. I defied death too many times to count to rank up. And now, as a master in parkour civilization, the only way to survive is by doing the hardest possible jumps. These were jumps I could only dream of when I was a parkour noob. But now that I earned my water bucket, I have the ability to become the greatest master in parkour civilization. My first days on this level were confusing, but now I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of it. As a parkour pro, I was required to do a daily task every single day. But now as a master, I can choose to do a task whenever I want. Instead of being paid in practice time, the masters get paid with blocks. As a master, if you want to pay for things, you have to build your own jumps. That means the more blocks you have, the more powerful you are as a master. And right now, I can't make many parkour jumps, so that's why I gotta work. Parkour delivery here.
Come in.
All right, let's hope I can do this job well. Hey there, you wanted some parkour built, right?
Yeah, that's right. I ordered my new chain couch. You can put it right over there.
I can't say I've heard of a chain couch before, but I guess there's a first time for everything. All right, I think I built this right. Is this what you wanted?
Oh yeah, this is a real couch. Maybe if you're as rich as me one day, you can afford one of these.
Sure. Well, I hope you enjoy your new— Oh, shoot! No!
Oh my God.
Bro! Am I seriously not gonna get a tip? Dude, that guy said he was rich too. I could have gotten some ice blocks or something. The truth about being a parkour master is that people
I'm getting
don't
a
always
phone
get
call
along.
from my
Not
father.
only do you have—
One second, everybody. I'm back. Sorry about that, everybody. I had to talk to Papa Newt. He wanted to know, we have to go pick up Mama Newt's car. It's still at her job because she got driven home from work on Monday. Anyway, back to parkour civilization.
You have to survive every single jump, but you have to be ready to defend yourself with parkour.
Whoa, buddy. What do you think you're doing? Everyone knows I'm the guy who sells houses. Go and take a different job.
Wait, what do you mean? My job today is to sell houses. You can't just skip one day? Come on, man. I need the money.
That's it. Parkour battle. You and me right now.
And by
Parkour
defend
battle.
yourself, I mean being prepared for a random parkour battle
Can
at
he do
any point.
spins?
For my first move, I attacked with a 3-block diagonal jump into a 3-block vertical diagonal jump. I thought it was a strong attack, but the parkour master clearly had
Oh,
no problem
shit,
with it.
dude.
Now it was his turn to attack, and I was in serious trouble. The
Pull out
parkour
the
master built
360,
a 3-block
the
chain
backwards
jump.
Let's see you try to
Any of
defend
them,
against
dude.
this attack, buddy.
Wait, I don't even have chains to build with. I can't do this jump.
Then you have officially lost the parkour battle, and the selling house job is mine again.
No
And there it was.
shot,
That was
dude.
my
My God. It is just like real life. This is just, if you just don't have the money, you can't even compete. Oh my God, dude. We're so fucked.
first time losing a parkour battle. But that's just a part of the learning process for being a parkour
Focus,
master.
what the
But even
fuck?
though I've learned so much, there's one thing that I've yet to figure out, and that's how to get to the top of the parkour temple. If I make it up there, I could potentially be the parkour champion, but I didn't see a way up. Back when I was a parkour pro, I could see the path on the side of the wall to rank up, but now
Society.
there's nothing here.
That's because you can't see it. It's said that only the parkour champion knows
What?
the way up.
Standing behind me was the master that I beat in my first parkour battle. He was the one who gave me the Totem of Undying and helped me find the way past the impossible jump. Without his help, I would have never become a parkour master, and I wouldn't even be alive right now.
I knew giving you that Totem of Undying was a good choice. Now that you ranked up, you have the chance to save all of parkour civilization by becoming the champion.
Save parkour civilization? Wait, what are you talking about? Why
Small
do
creators being
I
sued
need to
by
be the
big
one to
companies
become
like-
the parkour champion?
You don't understand. We are at war. We thought all hope was lost before you ranked up. You don't
What?
understand. People aren't supposed to rank up, but you did it anyways. You need to come with me now.
What is going on? There's a parkour war and somehow I'm supposed to be the
Holy
champion?
shit.
Oh, what am I getting myself into? I should have never ranked up. I was happy in my mansion. The master brought me into the parkour temple and I followed him until he showed me a secret room. When I walked inside, I saw a small scale version of a map of the entire parkour civilization.
Oh my God.
The master said he had a mission for me. He told me to travel as far north as I could and find the highest parkour highway there is. He told me there's a building there that's extremely difficult to get into, but if I could get into it, I could get the truth about parkour civilization. He told me to go at night, and if I succeed, I might be able to save everyone. It was time. I woke up in the middle of the night. This was a stealth mission. If everything went according to plan, I would get in and get out and no one would see me. And obviously, that's assuming the parkour master isn't leading me into a trap, but for whatever it's worth, I trust him. If he was trying to stop me from ranking up, he wouldn't have given me the totem of a nine. That means I can only assume if he wanted me dead, I would have been dead already. But at this point, I wasn't doing it for the parkour
The
master.
fucking boom mid-sentence to just show he landed the water bucket.
I was doing it for me. If there was any chance I could figure out the truth about parkour civilization, I was gonna take it. All I know is someone tried to stop me from ranking up, and this place might give me answers. I traveled north like the master told me to, and all the way at the top, I saw the parkour highway I needed to get to. There was no turning back now. Going up this might be a one-way trip, but if what I was doing actually could save parkour civilization, then someone's gotta be the one to do it, so why not me? Now that I was at the top of the staircase, getting to the parkour highway was a different story.
I'm just gonna say it. He could use the water bucket to get up. He could use water bucketed up the side. It's nighttime. Nobody's watching. All the noobs are asleep too, and the pros. You know, they won't be swimming up any water streams.
I didn't even know if this jump was possible. Oh, I'm gonna regret this. I backed up to get momentum and I jumped. No, no, no! I thought it was too short, but I made it. Okay, that was way too
Dude,
close. That better be the last time I do something like that. Given that this place I was trying to find wasn't supposed to be found, that probably wouldn't be the case. I kept going on the parkour highway until I saw a building. This one looked different than all of the other buildings in Parkour City, and I had a feeling that it wasn't going to be easy to get to. But that's why the master sent me, the guy who's never failed a jump before. Yeah, let's pretend that's true. The entrance to the building looked like it was guarded by a difficult parkour course. As long as there were no people around, I was just fine with doing parkour. But if people were to show up and challenge me to a parkour battle, well, it's been a good run. This next jump was a 4-block jump. I don't think I've ever done a 4-block jump straight up before, but the master said that this mission would be difficult, and if there's someone to do it, it was gonna be me. I got momentum, and I made the 4-block jump. Whew, 4-block jump down, and now, oh my god, what is this? I stood on a path of ice blocks, and at the end, there was a jump.
Crazy to think that, you know, it all started with a 4-block as well, right? When you really think about it. Like, when he was, you know, getting the diamond from his friend, it was a 4-block.
Way too far to even comprehend.
Also,
this could have been a 6
Zach.
block jump. I couldn't believe it. I tried looking around for barrier blocks. Maybe there was
Sorry, I can't fucking talk with this dude talking. I forgot to say hello when you guys came back. Anyway.
a secret path to this as well, but I found nothing. Somehow, I was gonna have to make this jump. And I think I had an idea of how I might be able to do it. Okay, well, I get one chance at this. Oh man, if only I was rich enough to buy ice blocks to practice. Oh, I do not want to do that again. There must be a parkour god looking out for me. Okay, back to the secret mission. Now, I was just hoping I didn't walk into an ambush. I walked inside and I saw a giant hole in the floor with some parkour jumps up top. I was thankful that I didn't see anyone waiting for me, and what I wasn't thankful for was this glass pane staircase. Oh man, why do they have to make staircases so complicated in Parkour Civilization? This was supposed to be a stealth mission, but the staircase is making it really hard for that to be possible. After too long, I made it up the staircase into the top floor. I looked around but didn't see anyone. All I saw was some weird pedestal in the middle and some giant screen. What is this thing? This looks so... What the... Look, I told you it was possible.
No way. That was actually incredible. All right, well, I got my money's worth.
Let's go. I got paid for parkour.
If you want, I can keep making more parkour for you to do, and I'll pay you for it.
Whoa, what just happened? How did I see that vision? That's my memory, isn't it? That's CWAT. I've lived that before. What is going on? I walked over to the screen and opened the book on the desk. It said, enter user. Well, I was here for...
I don't think he's ever stopped talking for more than 10 seconds. That's actually insane. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, did I copy the link, please? I didn't. Let me reopen the last closed tab. If you guys want to look at the entire, what is it? The entire transcript for this, which does show the gaps between sentences, It is. I do not think there's more than a 10-second gap between these sentences. We all know his friend is the parkour man. Don't spoil it. Holy shit.
For information, wasn't I? Might as well see what this does. I put my name into the book and put it back on the desk, and text appeared on the screen.
What?
Rank? Noob. Wait, how? I'm a master though. But before I could think any further, someone appeared right behind me.
Fuck.
Before they saw me, I ran and hid behind the bush. Oh no, this is not good. This is not good.
Oh yeah, Loon. We looked it up. It's 647 times he says the word parkour in his 2-hour-long video. Yes. 647 times. You know what's crazy? He only says the word the 1,000 more times than the word parkour. You would think, you know, the disproportionate amount of thes would be present, but no. He says parkour almost as much as he says the.
Oh man, going into work late today, I guess. Or early, maybe. I don't know.
So far, the person didn't see me, but that's when someone else came into the room. It was Siwat. I know him, don't I? He's from my memory. I saw him walk up
Siwat is not the champion. He's just a master.
to the desk and start putting something in the book. And the player that was on the pedestal started moving. I watched as this player with no boots walked up to a parkour jump and failed the 1-block jump.
And we got another noob. Good. We needed more of those.
What is going on here?
You can come out from behind that bush, you know.
Oh no, this is not good. Okay, time to improvise.
I mean, bro, the bush is see-through. You really thought that was gonna work?
Okay, can you just tell me what's going on? Why did I see you when I stepped on that pedestal? We know each other. That's our memory.
Nope.
He's a clone? No shot. Oh my, he's a clone. The lore was never real. Everyone has the same backstory.
That's just what every new person sees. It's a fake memory to make you think that parkour is how you succeed in life. I mean, why else would people parkour if it wasn't for money?
Dude, I'm actually so shook right now. This is insane. I'm actually like...
Or social status.
So, it was all just a lie? I don't get it. What is this for? These 3 jumps. That new player just fell through on the first one. What happened to him? Siwa explained that these 3 jumps decide whether a new player becomes a noob, a pro, or a master. These 3 jumps right when you join Parkour Civilization.
But wait, if he's the mastermind of everything, why is he not the champion? Who's the champion?
Decide your entire fate? How is that fair?
It's not about fair, it's about order. If you can't parkour, you deserve to be at the bottom.
This is so messed up. This is so messed up. How is this happening? I can't let this keep going on. I have to find a way to stop this. Okay, if I can attack him with a parkour jump, he has no choice but to battle me. I have to do an attack that he'll never be able to do. It's time to go for the 720.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
I looked over and see what already had an attack built. It was with candles.
Yup, candle jump. One attack from this and it does 10 hearts, and that's good night for you.
I was finished. I couldn't attack. I couldn't do anything. I was defenseless. So what happens now?
Despite my best efforts to get rid of you, I couldn't do it, so someone else will.
Siwat placed down a parkour jump made out of brewing stands. I've
Holy
never
shit.
even heard of parkour with brewing stands before.
Interesting thing about brewing stand jumps, they aren't just difficult, but they can deal any potion effect you want.
This was it. I had no
Bro, they're just making up rules.
brewing stands to defend myself. I took the hit and slowly started fading away.
Have fun with the champion in the arena.
Oh my god.
No
Wait,
pressure at all, just
the champion is... Do you think he controls the champion?
1 minute before I fight the parkour champion. Alright, I'm gonna take 32 blocks. I really just hope there's a chance that the greatest player in Parkour Civilization...
Wait, but what does the creator get in... Like, what is his gain from creating Parkour Civilization? Sorry if I'm like digging too deep into this. This is a fucking like brain rot Minecraft video. What does he gain? If everyone is fake and they all have fake, where's the game?
doesn't know how to do a 360. I was now getting ready to fight the parkour champion in the arena. The worst part is that I was only allowed to bring in 64 blocks to fight with. I had no clue what the parkour champion was gonna attack me with, so I decided to take some of every block. This was life or death. If by some miracle I could defend the parkour champion's attacks, I would have to use these blocks to build the hardest parkour jumps I've ever done. I wanted to believe that I could win, but deep down I knew that this could very well be the end of my journey.
The candle jump
Before you
deals
step
10.
into the arena, drop all of your blocks. I need to count if you are bringing 64.
These are the blocks I'm bringing. It should add up to 64.
You're good. You may now fight the parkour champion.
This was it.
Dude.
One way or another, this would be my final battle
Who's
in
the
Parkour
champ?
Civilization. The door opened and I stepped in to the Parkour arena. It was time to fight. If I somehow beat the Parkour champion, maybe I have a way to save everyone in Parkour Civilization. But if I lose, which let's be honest here, is very much possible, well, let's just say I should have died a long time ago. I thought the Parkour Civilization I was living in was fair and a place where everyone
It's
could
actually
parkour to
insane.
rank up in society. But I was wrong. I discovered the truth, that your entire fate is decided by 3 jumps. And there are people at the top of Parkour Civilization that will stop at nothing to keep this order. Unfortunately, I couldn't discover the
God,
truth
dude.
without paying the price. And now there's nothing I can do.
Have fun with the champion in the arena.
And now it's time to fight the champion. Wait, what? You're not the champion? Who are you? You're a pro. What are you doing here? I thought I was fighting the champion.
Oh, yeah, you have to fight me first. Please just go easy on me, though. It's my first time here.
Okay, I guess I'm not fighting the champion first. I have to fight a parkour pro? This is really weird. I've never even fought a pro. What jumps can they even do? I forgot. For my first attack, I attacked with a 3-block vertical jump. I didn't want to do anything too crazy on my first attack because if I missed and let him get the chance to attack, I run the risk of taking damage. But fortunately, it seemed like this fight was going to be
Nice.
easier than I thought until something happened. The blocks that I used for my attack all disappeared. In the parkour arena, if you place blocks, you will never get them back.
my
And
God,
now I
dude.
realized why I was fighting a parkour pro. It was genius, actually. If I wasted all of my blocks before getting to the champion, I would have no fighting chance. Hey, quick question. The people who put you here, what did they say you were here for?
Oh, yeah, they said I would be warming up the crowd, you know, for like the fight.
The
Warming up
crowd.
the crowd. You know there's literally no one watching, right?
Yeah, I know. Please just get this over with.
Oh god, I'm a terrible person. Man, this is the weirdest parkour battle
gotta do a
ever.
360
For my
jump.
second attack,
Just-
I built a 4-block jump. And of course, it was successful once again. But at this point, I wasn't worried about winning. I was worried about the blocks I was losing for every attack. There was no way I could afford to use more than 2 blocks
What's
for an
it-
attack. At least not in this
What's like a 1-block parkour attack?
fight. For the
you
final
do.
attack, I did a backwards jump.
Did you just go backwards?
This is not gonna be pretty. Oh shoot! Oh,
Okay, actually kind of funny. Actually a kind of funny twist. He just does you make it onto the block.
that was not how I thought it was going to turn out. It was a little unfortunate that I essentially wasted 2 blocks on that jump since he didn't even try it, but at least I survived the first parkour battle without taking any damage. So now what happens? Do I fight the champion? I stood there on the platform not knowing what to do until I saw
Oh
someone
my
jumping
God,
towards me.
dude.
All right, this is it. This is the battle for life or death. Let's get this over with. So you must be the champion, right?
Me? The champion? You're joking, right? Look at my boots. I'm a master. Do these look diamond to you?
Okay, well, I don't know. I thought I was fighting the champion, so when does that happen?
You still have 2 more people to go through if you want to see the champion, but you're not making it past me. Let's
2
go.
people you have
Start
to
the
go
battle.
through?
This is not good. I have to win 2 more parkour battles if I want to even see the champion? It was clear that the odds were stacked against
This
me,
is fucked,
but that
dude.
wasn't going to
This is
stop
so
me from
fucked.
trying. Now, I was fighting against a master. This means I couldn't hold back with my attacks. I was gonna have to attack with harder jumps. I decided this was a good time to use one of my stairs. For my first attack, I did a 4-block diagonal stair jump, but I was in trouble. Even for myself, I knew the attack was too easy.
That's what you're attacking me with?
I was getting ready for the master to easily defend my attack, but by some miracle, he failed it.
What?
The master didn't know, but I realized he built the jump wrong. He tried doing a harder jump than my attack. I got lucky with that first attack, but that wasn't gonna happen again. I needed to do harder jumps. I used 2 more of my stairs to build another 4-block diagonal jump. If I make this, I would only need 1 more attack to win the battle. But I missed. I came so close, but I didn't land on the stair.
Wasted another 2 stairs, I see. Even if you do beat me, you'll have no blocks to fight the champion with.
The master was right. I was running out of blocks quickly. I only had 1 stair left, and I wasn't even done with my second battle. I watched as the master built his first attack. I was gonna have to defend myself against a 4-block ice jump.
Go on, use some of your ice blocks. I'm sure you don't have that many of them.
He was right. I only had 4 ice blocks with me.
I think the most fucked part about these master competitions is that, like, you know, you need the blocks. If you don't have the blocks to build the parkour, you instantly forfeit. Absolutely a fucked system, let me tell you.
Even the best case scenario where I defend this attack, I'll only have 2 ice blocks left. I went for the jump, and I almost slid off, but I stayed on.
If the champion just brings in fucking like 2 ice blocks, like 3 ice blocks. It does like a triple ice jump, like a triple ice block jump. He instantly just loses.
Oh, that was too close. Okay, it was now my turn to attack, but this battle was taking too long. I knew what the master was doing. He was trying to make me waste all of my blocks, but there was no way I could let that happen, which means I could only do one thing. I needed to build an attack that would end this battle right now, and I knew just the way to do it. In a parkour battle, the harder the attack is, the more damage it does, and I was about to attack with one of the hardest parkour combos I've ever done. All right, 4-block jump into a 2-block. Let's do this. I attacked with a 4-block jump into a 360, and I made it. Oh, let's go. I actually made it. That was the craziest parkour combo I've ever done. All right, buddy, your turn. 4-block jump into a 2-block 360.
This is impossible.
I watched as the parkour master attempted the combo and failed, and the damage was enough to win the parkour battle. It worked. That parkour combo that I did may have just saved my life, at least for now. If that master was telling the truth, I still have to win one more battle if I want to fight the champion. There was nothing else I could do. I tried looking around for a way to escape, but there was nowhere I could go. The only way out of this arena is to continue fighting. From across the arena, the path opened up, and my third opponent jumped towards me.
I don't want to fight another one.
You've come so far, but this is as far as you go. I'm afraid you won't make it past me to fight the champion. Let's begin.
Okay, let's do this. It's just another master. I just beat one before, and I can do it again. If I could finish this battle with a couple parkour combos, I might have enough blocks to fight the champion. For my first attack, I decided to build 2 4-block jumps. I thought this combo would be hard, but I had no clue who I was facing. The master made the jumps easily, and my attack was unsuccessful. Now, I was in huge trouble. Unlike all the other people I faced in parkour battles, this master was not afraid to attack with his own parkour combos. And unfortunately for me, his was much harder than mine. The second jump in the combo was a jump that I didn't think would be possible. It was too far, but I had to try. My life depended on this. I went to defend the attack, but I overjumped it. The attack dealt 5 hearts.
That landed. I would have counted that. Plus, he could have held shift. Honestly, let's get real.
Of damage. Oh, this is not good. This is really not good. I managed to gain back 2 hearts, but my hunger was lost. This was it. No more second chances. No more regenerating health. I had to make these jumps. The parkour master attacked with an even harder combo, this time using 2 chains and an ice block. But by some miracle, I made it. Oh man, how did I just do that? This master was too good. No matter what jump I thought of, I knew he could make it. That's why I was gonna have to do something that's never been done in the history of parkour battles. And I was gonna have to do this first try. Finish it off with the 3-block candle jump, and we are done. Let's go. I'm probably gonna die. Let's do this. Flower pot jump to chain to backwards jump to 360 fence jump, diagonal chain jump to the candle. I did it. I just made the hardest parkour combo in the world.
Evbo, the champion tasked me with making sure you don't rank up, but I now realize that's not possible. Your parkour is beyond me. You have my respects. Good luck against the champion.
Before I could say anything, the master gave up and just jumped off. I won the 3rd battle, which means now I only have to battle the champion. And the champion is the one that tried to stop me from ranking up.
What if there is no champion?
This entire time?
That's why there's 2 masters. Never mind.
All of this parkour just to die by the champion.
This was it. Standing
Dude, he's so pompous.
in front of me was the champion of parkour civilization.
You put up a good fight, I'll give you that. But this ends here.
I watched as the parkour champion.
Do I have Essential? I mean, yes and no. I know of Essential. I don't have a pack with Essential installed.
Built his first attack, and it was a 5-block jump.
No.
You beat me in this battle, you become the parkour champion. And you could be the one that makes the rules. But this is my parkour civilization, and I never...
Wait, hold on. Does he have a potion effect on?
But this is my parkour civilization, and I...
No, I thought he had like, what is the slow fall?
Never lose.
The parkour champion made the 5-block jump. It's not possible. It's just not.
He's gonna
I can't do it. This was it. This was the end. There was no second chance, no backup I could call for, nothing to get me out of this. I lost, and I won't be the one to save parkour civilization.
Come on, Evbo. What?
I opened my eyes, and I was in a place that I knew all too well. I was down.
He didn't even bother trying. He just gave up.
At the bottom. I was in the parkour temple at the noob level of
All right, everybody, we're running it back. We're running it back.
Parkour civilization. I opened my inventory and I had leather boots on. After the battle with the champion, I am now a noob again. I let everyone down. I was supposed to be the one to save parkour civilization, and I couldn't do it. And now the champion gets what he wants. No one can ever rank up ever again. No one's free. People risked their lives because they trusted me to help them, and I failed. And it was all for nothing. Now I'm just at the bottom again. I don't even have sprint. I can't even do more than a 2-block jump. It's over, right? The old man gave me the
That's
last
so
ticket to
fucked,
rank up.
dude.
And even if I did, what's the point? The only way I could save people is by becoming the champion. And he's impossible to beat. Well, it's out of my hands now. There's nothing to do. I mean, maybe I just go back to parkour prison. At least there I could get fed some better food. Rather have fish than raw chicken.
Down at the bottom again, are we?
What?
Maybe I was
Oh,
wrong about
shit.
you.
You were wrong about me. Wait, who are you?
Those are netherite boots. Holy, wait a second.
Something tells me you already know the answer.
The strange man turned around and he was wearing netherite boots? Oh, I do not want to do that again. There must be a parkour god looking out for me.
The parkour god.
You're the parkour god? But you were just a myth. Is this all of your doing?
The parkour civilization I created was never intended to divide people, but the new champion had different plans.
Oh,
And
shit.
you wanted me to stop the champion, and I couldn't. I'm sorry you put your trust in me. I thought I was good enough. I thought I could do it.
You seem like all hope is lost.
I mean, I can't do anything. I'm back at the noob level. I can't get a ticket
back at the
anymore.
noob
I
level.
can't even sprint. What good is a 1-block jump gonna do against the parkour champion?
As long as you can parkour, there is always a way.
The parkour god dropped a pair of boots on the ground and jumped away. What is going on? I jumped
Diamond
over and
boots?
grabbed the boots that the parkour god left. These were no ordinary boots.
There's
These
only
were
one champion,
diamond.
though.
Only the parkour champion wears these. And now I have them. I threw away my leather boots and I put on the champion boots. Immediately, my
Whoa.
hunger bar returned to full and I could see above into the upper layers. Oh my god, this is crazy. What is going on? What is going on? I don't know where the parkour god got these boots from or why he would trust me with them, but it didn't matter. This was my second chance. I don't know how I'm gonna get back up to the top, but I'm gonna find a way. Everyone's life depends on this, and that's why I'm gonna be the one to save parkour civilization. Parkour civilization was in danger. I thought people could parkour their way up to a better life, but I realized it was all just a lie. The truth is that the parkour champion controls everyone and everything. I thought I could be the one to put an end to it and save
getting really
everyone,
intense,
but I
everybody.
failed. Luckily for me, second chances come around quite often, and I still have one more shot at saving parkour civilization. The only way I can put an end to all this is if I beat the parkour champion, and that means I have to get back up to the arena somehow. And that was gonna be harder than I thought. I had diamond boots on, meaning the barriers to the parkour temple shouldn't be here, but they were, and I had no way up. That means somehow I was gonna have to get a ticket. Oh, this is not
Oh
good.
my
I
God.
can't even earn a ticket.
He's gonna smurf a ticket contest.
It myself, meaning the only way I'm gonna get one is if some other noob has one. But even if I got lucky and a noob hasn't used their ticket already, I couldn't find anyone. I was beginning to think that there were no noobs left and they were all in prison until I finally found one still standing. I asked the noob if there was any chance he had a ticket or even knew someone with a ticket so I could get into the temple. But he said that pros don't come down here anymore and do ticket challenges. It's now impossible for parkour noobs to rank up at all. This has to be the champion's doing. If pros don't come down here at all, the noobs have no way of getting food. That
How's
means
he gonna
if
get through the
I
barrier,
don't
dude?
get up in time and beat the champion, everyone down here will die. There has to be a way I can get past these barriers. I mean, the parkour god
Save
wouldn't
the
have given me
noobs.
champion boots for nothing, right? And that's when I remembered I had champion boots on now. These boots were meant for the person that rules parkour civilization. And that's when I thought back to what the champion
No, we can
said.
break
You
barriers.
beat me in this battle, you become the parkour champion. And you could be the one that makes the rules.
If the parkour champion makes the rules, they had to be the one to place the barriers, right? Which means if someone placed them,
No, he's
someone
gonna-
can get
he's
rid of
gonna
them.
break
It
it.
was a shot in the dark, but I thought I'd at least try. Ah, this is pointless. This is not gonna work. Wait, what? It broke. I
Holy
couldn't believe it,
shit,
but there it
dude.
was. I was staring at a hole in the barriers. This is insane. I can break barriers now? Ah, thank you, parkour god. Let's go. I got rid of more of the barriers until there was a space big enough to jump through. All right, let me make sure I'm not hitting my head on any of these. And now it's time to go save everyone. I did it. I was now inside the parkour temple and I was one step
I missed the
closer to
champion
getting
battle.
back up.
The champion battle was so fucked, you mean? Honestly, I just rubbed my eye and now it's watering. It was such a fucked battle. He literally went there. The champion hit a 5 blocker and he just gave up. He's like, I can't do it. But he came down to noob level now. They could at least add a modder so that allows them to break barriers. No, this is a vanilla experience.
Up to the top. Now that I was in the temple, it was time to start actually coming up with a plan. I was gonna have to find a way to somehow get back into the arena and fight the champion. And even if I do manage to do that,
Here's a fun question. Do you think he has a friend hitting a command block that's deleting the barrier? Or do you think he has a repeater timer set up so that way, he can do it himself?
Still have to worry about beating him, which is a whole nother story. My rough draft of a plan involved grabbing blocks, and I thought I could get some here, but the chests were empty. Those chests were usually filled with blocks for the pros to do their daily tasks, but someone got rid of all of them. My idea of getting blocks was already off to a bad start, but I had a backup plan for where I could go to get more. I made it back up to the second layer of parkour civilization, but now was no time to celebrate. I still had such a long way to go to get up to the third layer, and time was running out. I made my way over to the place where I could get all the blocks I needed. The parkour training grounds should have thousands of blocks I could use. The last time I was in here, I was training to rank up to become a master, but something was off. The course I built to practice to rank up was still here. This doesn't make sense. Have all of the pros just been practicing this course I built? But that's when my situation just got a whole lot worse. No, come on, they can't be empty. Why are they empty? All of these chests should have been filled with blocks to build parkour jumps, but they were all empty. Okay, this is not good. This is really not good. Something strange was going on, and I needed to find some answers. I took a trip back to where I used to live when I was a parkour pro. If there was anyone I could trust to talk to, it would be my neighbor. And that was assuming he was still alive. I found the house where my neighbor used to live, and thankfully, parkour civilization hadn't claimed him just yet.
Egbo, you're alive, and you're the parkour champion?
Well, I'm not really the champion. I mean, I guess technically I am. I don't know. It's a long story. I asked my neighbor what was going on, and he said everything has changed. He said that parkour pros aren't allowed to go down to the noob level anymore, and some masters came down and took every block, and they can't even practice anymore. This was it. This was truly the end of parkour civilization. First, it was the noobs in danger. Now the pros are, and soon it might even be the masters. One by one, the parkour champion is taking away the free will of everyone. And if I don't end this now, there will be no one left to oppose him. Alright, no pressure, the fate of the world is in my hands, and now I have to speedrun one of the hardest parkour courses there is. Unlike getting up to the pro level, there was no easy way up to the master level. If you wanted to get back, you had to do the course. Even though I've made this course before, this was different. Time was running out, meaning I couldn't waste any taking this parkour course slow. And I can't afford to miss a single jump, because if I do, well, then I guess the parkour god trusted the wrong person. Luckily, I made the course, and I was now at the master level. And now I was at one part of my master plan, which, well, has not been going to plan at all. If I don't get these gold boots, okay, thank you. Finally, something goes according to my plan. I didn't know if I would still get master boots if I had champion boots on, but luckily, I got an extra pair. Now that I was on the master level, I had to blend in. Any one of these masters could be working for the champion, and if they saw me with champion boots on, well, that's attention that I definitely do not want right now. At least with the gold boots on, the people working for the champion might not recognize me. Now was the next part of my plan. If I have any shot at all of getting back into the arena, I was gonna need the parkour master that saved my life. But when I went into the secret room in the parkour temple, he was nowhere to be found. Of course, I knew it was too good to be true to have two things in my plan go smoothly. Now I gotta improvise. Now I had to figure out where the parkour master lived, and I had no way of knowing which house he had. The only thing I could do is sit and wait for him to show up, but if I stayed down here, I run the risk of the masters on the champion's side finding me. I needed somewhere that would at least buy me a little more time, and the only place I thought of was to wait at the very top of the parkour staircase. At least here, I won't be seen that easily, but if I had to get down fast, I had no water bucket to save me. I realized I was standing so close to the barrier between the master and the champion levels, and now I have champion boots, meaning if I put these on, will I be able to see what life is like at the champion level? But before I could put them on, I saw the parkour master I was looking for. Now this is the part I was not looking forward to. The only way I can follow the parkour master is by taking fall damage, and I'm just hoping that the drop to his house isn't too far, and of course it's a 50 block drop. I'm never surviving that. Oh man, I have an idea, and I don't like it. Yep, this is officially the worst idea I've ever had. Okay, no more thinking, let's just do this. I got momentum, and I jumped. I thought it was too short, but I made it. Oh, that was so crazy. I know the parkour god does not like me for that one. Even though I barely survived, I found the parkour master without being caught. And now it was time to carry out my plan to save parkour civilization. I told the master everything that happened, and I showed him that I had champion boots. I told him that if I was gonna beat the champion, I would need his help.
I can't believe you survived and you met the parkour god. We can actually save everyone. Just tell me what I need to do and I'll do it.
I had the master give me some blocks, and I told him to wait here for the next part of my plan. If everything goes right, I should have everything I need to get back into the arena and defeat the parkour champion. But that's assuming everything goes right, and so far, it hasn't worked out that way. I jumped over to the parkour bank to get back.
I do think it's kind of funny, honestly. And honestly, there are some good parts. I did look up. I've had a poker face this whole street. Man, Tech, you're no fun. You're no fun. Anyway, I was looking up on my second monitor. There is a world download. Somebody made a fan version of this world. We might have to check it out at some point. Maybe not today, maybe this weekend. But I did download it.
Into the arena, I was gonna need more difficult blocks to build parkour with, and I think I know how to get some.
Hey man, I don't mean to assume anything, but the top floor is for people with money. You can come back when you're rich though.
Upstairs must be the place where the bank keeps their harder blocks.
Sir, you're not allowed to go up there.
Sorry man, got a bank to Okay, never mind. I was expecting to see places where I could buy flower pots and candles, but instead, there was just a massive box with a door.
Sir, this is a private vault for one of our most valuable customers. You have to leave immediately.
A private vault? I guess that might work.
You're not getting into this vault. No amount of money could make me open this door.
No amount of money? Man, this guy clearly has never heard of one of my bribes before.
Just stop. It's not even worth it. What?
What do you say you open the door now? I take it you don't see a backwards 360 too often.
Okay, well I have to let you in now.
Let's go. I still got it.
Please just don't take anything.
Yeah, I'm definitely not listening to that. I started looking around the vault for anything I could use, but most of the chests were empty until I finally stumbled upon a water bucket. Okay, I need blocks, but I guess I'll take this. I don't get it. Whoever owns this vault is supposedly rich, and the only thing I found is a water bucket. And 16 blocks, never mind. I thought this vault was a dead end until it wasn't. In the last barrel, I found 16 brewing stands. Now, my plan could actually work. It was time to go defeat the parkour champion.
Sir, I just wanted to let you know someone got into your vault.
You're the only one who has access to it, so explain to me how that happened.
I mean, I'm sorry, sir, but he bribed me with a backwards 360. I had to.
A backwards 360? There's no one that can do a... No, how is this possible?
You know, someone told me something interesting about brewing stand jumps. They're not just difficult, but they can deal any potion effect you want. That's why I wish you the best of luck in this parkour battle, because if you don't make this jump, you're getting the slowness effect. I watched as Siwat tried to defend my attack, but he failed. Alright, now it's time for some answers. I need you to tell me how to beat the parkour champion.
You're crazy if you think I'm telling you that.
Yep, I thought you might say that. Let's see, 3 block. Oh, that's plenty. Alright, one more chance to tell me, unless you...
3 block? That's fucked, dude. That's...
Want to defend another one of my attacks?
I think I can handle a 3 block.
Alright, man, if you think you can make this jump with slowness, be my guest. I'm just gonna let you know now that it's not possible, so in a couple jumps, you'll lose everything.
Okay, wait, don't. I'll tell you. Please, I like my life here.
Well, that was easy.
I can't believe I'm telling you this. The champion uses barrier blocks to parkour. He's the only one that has any left.
He built his parkour jumps with barriers. That means I was right. The 5-block jump was impossible. He just used a barrier.
You can see it. Wait, oh my god, you can actually see it. You can actually see the barrier block. Look at that. He totally does not land.
I was right. The 5-block jump was
Tech! I didn't realize at first. I thought it was maybe a potion or something.
Possible. He just used a barrier. Okay, wait. So if he uses barriers for his attacks, how do I defend against that?
Dude, if the parkour champion finds out about this, I'm gonna lose everything.
I don't care. Just tell me.
Fine. There's a secret rule in parkour battles that says if you build a harder jump than an opponent's attack, your opponent will have to do that jump instead.
That's how I beat him. I can just attack with a harder jump. Even if he does use barriers for his attacks, I just have to build better ones. Oh man, this is crazy. All right, let's do this. You need to send me back to the arena like you did before, and this time I'm only fighting the champion.
Okay, so if you let me attack you, what's stopping me from just getting rid of you once and for all?
Yeah, I thought you might say that. That's why I got one of the best parkour masters I know to watch you at all times. And if he finds out I don't make it into the arena, let's just say you won't see the attack coming before it hits you.
Oh man, how do you even do these jumps? I really hope Ebbo's plan works. There's no way I can make one of these.
Just as I thought, Siwat had no choice but to listen to me. Now, all that I was hoping for is that I would wake up in the arena. I knew Siwat couldn't be trusted, but I had no choice. This was the only way I could get back into the arena, and luckily it worked.
Too.
Now, I could battle the parkour champion, and this time it was...
Did you lose his diamond boots?
Gonna be different. I got all of the blocks I needed and I made my way into the arena. Now, it was time to see if Siwat was gonna uphold his end of the deal, but he did. Standing in front of me was the champion of parkour civilization. Alright, let's go save everyone.
I should have known the old man would give his boost to you.
What? The old man?
Doesn't matter. You can try as many times as you want, but your fate remains the same.
The parkour god didn't just give me random champion boots, he gave me the old man's. He was the old parkour champion. Okay, this is a lot to think about right now. I just gotta worry about defending this attack. Well, Siwat got me this far.
That's why he had the barrier block. He hit it.
But now it's time to see if he was really telling the truth. The champion's attack was technically only a 4-block jump with a barrier, so the parkour combo I was about to do should be harder. I countered with a 3-block 360 to a 3-block fence jump.
What?
The parkour champion looked confused, and suddenly his attack disappeared. It worked. It actually worked. The secret rule Siwat told me about was real, and now the champion has no choice but to defend my attack. Except just when I thought I had the upper hand in the battle, the champion pulled out barrier blocks.
Do you think the parkour champion can't do parkour without barrier blocks? Do you think he just sucks?
Instead of building my jump, the champion built some invisible parkour combo. The barriers were invisible, and I had no way of knowing what sort of parkour combo he built. But whatever it was better than my attack, and my attack was now erased. That only left me with one choice, and I would have to build something even harder. I didn't even know what the champion built, so I couldn't hold back on this next attack. I knew I had to risk it all. I pulled out a 180 vertical flower pot jump into a backwards 360 candle jump, and I made it. The parkour champion's attack was erased, and he had no choice but to either try my attack or build a harder one. But the parkour champion wasn't phased, and he countered my attack with the hardest known jumps in parkour civilization. These were Neo jumps, and he did 2
No way he brought out the Neos
in a row. Jumps where you have to jump around a block in midair. I knew I couldn't do these jumps, and this was not the time to try them. But the parkour champion set the bar high, meaning if my next attack isn't harder than his, I lose everything. But if I don't make this jump I'm about to build, my entire journey is over. But that means the same goes for the parkour champion. Any one of these attacks will do more than 10 hearts. That means I have to make this. The parkour god trusted me with these boots to save everyone. And for the first time in my life, I actually felt like I was worthy of them. That I was worthy of being the parkour champion.
What? This shouldn't be happening.
I thought I had bested the parkour champion, but I was wrong.
This ends now.
The parkour champion built an attack that was directly over the void.
Either you go down or we both go down.
This was the end. The parkour champion knew he lost the battle, so he built a jump that would take us both down. And there's nothing I can do to defend myself. I knew deep down that this was most likely my last jump in parkour civilization. But this time,
they used to the old man as the old man was the previous champion. That was his title.
I wasn't gonna give up. Parkour god, if you're watching me, please just give me the strength for one last jump. I didn't expect my feet to hit the ground again, but they did. And when I turned around, the parkour champion had fallen. I won. I actually won. It's over, right? I'm the new parkour champion. I'm supposed to be the one who can make the rules and save everyone. So how do I do that? But as I was standing there, something started to happen. My items in my inventory were gone, and I got teleported to the parkour temple. When I walked outside, I looked around, and I realized there was nothing above me. And that's when I remember something the parkour master said to me. He told me that the champion is the only one who knows the way up. I turned around and looked at the parkour temple, and where there was nothing before, there was now a way up to get to the top of parkour civilization. That means my journey wasn't done yet. I still had to make it to the top. Luckily, I'm now considered the best in parkour civilization, so if there's anyone who can make the jumps, it was me. Only one more set of jumps stood between me and the top. I had always dreamed of this day, when I'd look up and I'd see nothing above me. But I never would have imagined what I'd have to go through to get here. Every jump I made and every jump I failed all led me to this point, to make it to the top of parkour civilization. And now I was here, and there was nothing, just pure emptiness and only the sky. I didn't have any idea of what to do until I saw a structure in the distance. I walked over and I saw blocks I've never seen before in parkour civilization. They were command blocks, and they were placed in front of a throne. I stepped up onto the throne and I got my pair of champion boots. But this time, they weren't someone else's, they were mine. It only makes sense that doing parkour on command blocks gives me the power to make the rules of parkour civilization.
Oh my lord. I just thought they were decorative. I did not realize it was a parkour jump made of command blocks.
But before I start completely changing the entire rules of society, I needed to do something first. Well, I think it's time I give these back. I have a feeling you'll probably be needing them.
F-Bo, you did it. You saved us.
No, I didn't do anything. It was only possible because of you. And that's why I think you should be the champion. I don't know what to do with parkour civilization, but you are the champion. You know how to fix things. I just don't think I'm ready to be the— Whoa, what are you doing?
F-Bo, you think all of this was for me to become the champion again? I'm old, and you know parkour civilization better than I ever could.
Well, alright, I'm gonna need your help. With every 4-block jump on the command blocks, I can change the rules of parkour civilization. And with the help of the old champion, I'm not just gonna make things go back to the way they were. I'm gonna make things better than they ever were. Parkour was never about making or failing a jump. It was about getting up and trying again. The parkour god told me as long as you can parkour, there is always a way. And in my parkour civilization, people will always have a chance to try again.
Alright.
I used to dream—
Number 2. No, I'm kidding. He was giving him the new pair. IDK, I'm tired. No, he had the old man's old pair that he got from the parkour god. And then when he gave the parkour god old shoes to the old man, he said, I'm not, I don't deserve these shoes. You're the new champion. You have to make the rules. I can't run it for you. And he threw them into the lava so that way he couldn't have the control. So that's what happened. That is the recap at the end there. Obviously, we'll have to go in next time and continue watching. Came out 4 months ago. This 8-month journey has been incredible. I'm so thankful for not only everyone to help make these movies possible, but also for everyone watching. Parkour Civilization has been my greatest project on the channel. I really can't believe how far it's come. I also can't thank Q Dandy enough for making the dream ending to a series come to life. It's truly amazing. I encourage everyone to stick around and watch to the end. Goodbye to Parkour Civilization for now. I'll try to do the impossible by making even better stories. Until then, subscribe. This is still better than a Minecraft movie. Dude, it's good, man. It was pretty fucking good. All right, you know what we're gonna do? We go back to the chatting screen. Well, everybody, we did it, Reddit. Tech, why'd you hate Parkour Civilization so much? But I was in Discord saying like, this is my reaction to Parkour Civilization. Could you hear his voice in my sleep with how much he talked? He really did not stop. That was 2 hours straight of talking. It really was. There was not a single break at all. I don't like this kind of content. Well, everybody, we did it. It's a 2-hour waffling civilization. Hold on, I have to pull this up. It's in my other Discord. Okay, Copy the... Okay, drag this into OBS. Let me do this real quick. There we go. There it is. LeBron James reportedly failed the jump for the beef, everybody. He's now in parkour prison. Actually, who sent this? I actually liked it before you sent it in Discord. Sorry to say. I liked it on Twitter before that. Anyway, he failed to jump for the beef. He's now stuck in parkour prison for the next 50 years. Is it the Bronze Age? It is the Bronze Age. Anyway, everybody, I have to go pick up a car now. Oh, it's been great. Oh, it's been absolutely wonderful. Do we raid someone after this? Do you guys want some real gaming instead of just us reacting to a video? I thought it was fun though, honestly. Let's see. Who's funny and live? Somebody started a subathon. I'm glad to be the #1 hater on this stream. That must weigh a ton. Yes, it does. Okay, we have 2 options, everybody. I'm giving you 2 options. Do we raid Coral? Actually, I'll give you guys 3 options. Do we go for Lila of the Wind, who just started their subathon literally an hour ago? Do we go to Coral, who's playing Stardew? Or do we go to Vector Spaceman, who is playing Star Trucker?
For Electron.
Those are your 3 options. Vector Spaceman, Coral, and Lila. Tech is Coral pilled, as per usual. I'm just jamming right now. We do Coral? We can do Coral. Tech has spoken. He was the biggest hater, so you know what? He sat through it. I'll give him props for doing that. We'll go to Coral. Close out of that, and minimize, and slash raid. Alright, everybody. Go give him a little smiley face. Hello. A little hi raid. Hello. Hello, hi. I'm sleepy. I have school tomorrow. I have to go pick up a car. I want a snack. I'm a little hungry. Anyway, I have a lot of ailments. I will see you all on Friday. We're actually going to be playing a game. Guess what, everybody? It's October now. Happy October. I didn't even say it. Happy October, everybody. We're going to be playing a spooky game. We're going to play a spooky game on Friday. It's going to be Fatal Frame. We're playing Fatal Frame, which Vomots has been pestering me to play for like months now. I think now is the perfect time. Anyway, everybody, I will see you all on Friday for that, and then Saturday at noon for Minecraft. Goodbye. See you later. Sayonara. Hasta la vista. Bye.